morning, everybody. Welcome to the Courtroom Files Live. I'm Michael Groff, sitting in for the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dan Sowell. And we're going to start our day up in Michigan, Judge Dad. But before I do that, let me just take this opportunity to thank Barbara for the gift of $5, Joan, Mama Joan, $10, and Ashley, $2. Of course, all goes to the guest host today. That's me, substitute teacher. So let's get out there to Michigan. Let's see what Judge Dad is up to today. Hopefully, we're going to have some jitters today because, you know, first time in the chair and all the audio stuff. But I think I've got this worked out. Let's see. Mr. McNally. There we go.
Fulton Curtis Roven, 25B149-204. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Osmond on behalf of Fulton and Roven.
Sir, your name? All right. So, Mr. Osmond, he's here for a arraignment and pre-trial on the OWI charge here for purposes of arraignment.
With formal arraignment, thank you.
All right, and then we're not guilty plea. And then you care to put this on the record?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah.
He would be pleading to operating while visibly impaired due to the consumption of alcohol. The original charge would be dismissed, and it would be $150 cost of prosecution.
Did he already sign an advice of rights?
That I don't.
I'm gonna ask him to sign this on the back of the stiff form, okay?
I can go over.
Okay, good. Kathy.
Your Honor, who signed his advice?
All right, sir. If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, the possible penalties here are up to $300 in fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service, court costs, or all those. 4 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with the record. Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. The operating while intoxicated charge will be dismissed after I accept your plea to impaired driving. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign the advice of rights?
Yes.
Did you read it and understand it? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a trial. Do you understand that? To the charge operating while impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay, just keep your voice up for me if you would, please. Can you say that again?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on West Jefferson near Woodruff in Brownstown, August 19 to 25 at 8:50 p.m.? Prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much did you drink?
Yes, I drank 1.5 drinks of Jack and Coke.
Okay. Were they was that at a bar?
Yes.
All right. And was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Say yes.
Okay, why were you pulled over by the police?
I actually hit a pothole. I'm going to be able to avoid, but I actually wrecked my bike.
Okay, so you were driving a motorcycle?
Yes.
You hit a pothole? Did you have an accident?
Yes.
All right. And you think that occurred at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
But yeah.
And counsel, the complaint at least alleges here, I believe, a .098
Yes, sir.
on the breath test. You stipulate that that was accurate for purposes of the plea.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole right now, Mr. Groven? Anybody forced you to plead guilty? Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea to operating while impaired. I find it to be an accurate plea made voluntarily and understandingly. Please accepted. The OWI is dismissed. I'm gonna refer you for a screening and assessment. Does he have any priors?
No.
I'm gonna order that you that there be a personal bond of $500. You don't have to post any money, but here are your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. Must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. I'll see what the screening shows me. And then we'll sentence you at a later time. I'll give you a date, Mr. Osmond. What do you have there for me, Lisa?
October 22nd at 8:30.
Good with you?
That would be fine, October 22nd, 8:30.
2 weeks from today. Okay, sir. So you're going to go down the hall, get your notice, and then you'll go across the hall to probation, where you'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed. I just want to make sure one thing before I let you go here. Yep, it's on this thing. Okay, anything else?
Nothing.
Have a good day. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Again, good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to the Courtroom Files
Yes.
Live.
Yadon, James Curtis.
And I think we got the audio issues fixed, so we'll just hang with Judge Dad for a little while longer and then switch it up a little bit. But thank you for bearing with me while I figure all that out.
Seated up here at this table, please. Chowdhury and Stroud, you can have a seat right up at this table here. My right, your left. Good morning, Mr. Nichol. Your appearance?
Good morning, Judge McNally. Edward Nichol, appearing on behalf of James Curtis Yaden Jr., who's present and ready for sentencing. Come forward, please.
Sir, your name, please?
James Curtis Yaden Jr.
All right, so he pled guilty previously to operating while intoxicated, and they dismissed the super drunk. He was referred for a screening and assessment. Have you had the opportunity to review the report with him? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
We have gone over the report, Judge. Just to note that under employment status, his income is solely from Social Security medical disability.
Okay.
He has injuries that that forced him to retire in 2015 from, which is why he retired from Michigan Foundation. Of course, they're no longer in business at this time anyway, but that is what happened. As far as his medications, I'm not sure where those came from, how those got to be spelled the way they are, but don't think any of them are really quite accurate. It's Prilosec that he takes for GERD.
Well, I think the alprazolam, they probably forgot. I get it.
Yeah. Those actually, it says amlodipine and bistolate. That's actually one, which is really Norvasc. It's for blood pressure, and then Flexeril, which is for back and calf cramps and spasms, and then the alprazolam is for anxiety. Just so you know that, in case you wondered what those are, because I certainly did when I read that.
I got it.
Okay, but other than that, everything else is accurate as stated.
Okay, any objection to the recommendation here?
Well, just would like to allocute some on, he does score a 3 on the alcohol, a 1 on drug use. The 3, I don't know. I never saw the questionnaire answers and such, but my gut tells me that might have been a 3 because of his high BAC in this matter, because he really.
That would be my assumption for sure.
Yeah, and I would ask then that Your Honor consider that in the sentence. They're recommending outpatient treatment. I would ask that you consider alcohol education in lieu of that. Just because I honestly, I think he'd probably score more like a 2 based on his reported use and history, as no prior alcohol related or any criminal activity at all. As far as the period of probation, 12 months, if Your Honor would consider maybe a lesser term, maybe 9 months, and or make it early release if he complies with all terms and conditions and pays fines and costs, which he is prepared to pay today. And I believe, and I just did want you to know that he's not just retired. He has a full-time job being a caregiver for his at-home mother, and he has an aunt and uncle that are in assisted living. He's there, for all three of them, he has power of attorney and patient advocacy status and representative payee for their Social Security. And he has his hands full between he and his wife caring for three adults that really need a lot of hour to hour, day to day assistance. Believe that's all I wanted to say to Your Honor. And if Mr. Yaden wants to say anything.
No, not at this time, I don't think.
All right. The only thing that troubles me here, I mean, you got a great record. The only thing that troubles me is the BAC. That kind of concerns me. I'm gonna still require the outpatient. I'll reduce the probation length. And you do this and you're gonna be off probation if you want in 4.5 months, as long as there's no violation and you complete everything. So I'm gonna make it 9 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the board. And by the way, he is going to AA once a week, Mr. Nyko.
Yes, he is.
You've seen the proof of that?
Yes, I have. And I will say that I asked him what he thought of the Tiger game last night. He said, well, I didn't see it till the very end because I went to an AA meeting. So how about that?
Well, good for him. He missed that debacle. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Kratom poppy seeds and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs. They're recommending bi-weekly. I'll make it bi-weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, I'll revert it to monthly, okay? AANA, again, in person, 1 time a week until you're in outpatient treatment. Once you get in outpatient, you no longer have to go to AANA. And then also, so again, the sooner you get in outpatient, the less you have to do AA. You complete that, complete the victim's impact panel, 3 days jail credit, 1 serve 2. I'll let you do those by way of community service. So not a court work program, 2 days community service. And I'm going to give you until December the 1st to complete that. Okay. In terms of fines and costs, 300 fines, 250 costs. $75 victim's rights fee, $50 justice assessment. That's $675. You have a screening fee of $60 for $735, probation fees of $180 for $955. You have cost of recovery of $150. Your total here amounts to $1,105. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. You have 21 days to appeal, and you have 14 days to comply. 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. You will be eligible, you may be and will be eligible for early discharge, so long as there are no violations within the preceding 90 days of the date that you apply for discharge. As long as you've completed everything, you can be off probation in 4 months. That's by statute. So you're all set. Do you fully understand the sentence of the court, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nykel, any questions?
No, I believe that covers it. Judge, thank you.
Can you?
Judge, what was the total again?
I think I added it right, 1105.
I got 1065, but maybe I missed something.
All right, maybe you didn't. You're probably right. Hang on. 56, 75, 735, 835, 915. You're right. As always, 1065. 1065. So you can come in here and pay that, and then hopefully you'll be able to meet with probation. We'll tell them you're coming over. Tell them, John, okay? And they'll instruct you, all right? Anything else?
That's all. Thank you, Judge.
Anything else, Mr. Yedin?
No, sir.
Have a good day, both of you. Thank you very much. All right. Chowdhury, Nazir A. Chowdhury, 25B82624A and B. Is this person on Zoom?
Judge, his son is on Zoom due to some medical issues with the defendant.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
bringing him in.
Thanks. You have to unmute, sir. Will you tell me your name?
My name is Jawad Chaudhry.
Can you spell your last name? I mean, your first name, I'm sorry.
Jawad.
And you are the son of the defendant?
Yes.
All right. So I don't want to get too deep into it. My judicial clerk just told me that you were here. He's got some medical issues. Is he in the house?
Yes.
He can't speak to me?
He doesn't speak. He's got dementia, and unless I tell him what to say, it takes a very long time for him to actually say even one or two words.
Let me call the prosecutor in here.
Okay.
So I've got an A, a B, and a C file, and those consist of blight, no permit, sidewalks and driveway in hazardous condition. Now, let me just get the prosecutor and then I won't have to repeat myself.
Okay.
Good morning. How are you? Your appearance?
Present Township.
Nazir Chowdhury is not here. This is his son, Jawad Chowdhury. He says that he can't really speak, that he's got dementia. And what else did you tell me, sir? I'm sorry.
He can't walk.
Can't walk. He can't speak because does he have a guardian?
Well, technically I take care of him whenever I can, besides when I'm at work. That's it. We haven't set any like set guardian.
All right, listen. He is charged with 3 violations: a property code violation under count 1 of blight, count 2 not having a permit for a fence, it looks like, in count 3 it says sidewalks and driveway in hazardous condition, but there's also a note, hundreds of bags of fill stored on property.
So
Grass and weeds. Wait 1 second.
sorry.
I'm trying to figure out how we're going to handle this. I can't let you appear on his behalf.
I can put him on video, but it's going to be pointless of talking to him.
Well, I want to be clear about something.
Sure.
The property has to be cleaned up and these rules have to be complied with. And I would start at 9:30 today.
Okay.
Wait. How many notices have been sent out to that house?
Probably half a dozen, Your Honor, plus the 1 fraction citations.
So multiple notices have been sent out. I'm not going to be patient. I am not going to be patient. And then you're going to be telling me, well, we can't do it now because it's the winter.
No. What had happened? Sorry.
Listen. You need to get the property cleaned up. He needs to direct you to get the property cleaned up, and it needs to happen now. Okay? You can't have hundreds of bags of grass and weed and fill and no permit for a fence and just overall have a blight condition. People live how far from you on the left, how far from you on the right?
I'm not sure like the distance, but it
Is it more than 50 yards?
Subdivision, Your Honor. Those are pretty close to each
They're
other.
close.
yes.
Nobody wants to look at that junk.
Right.
Even if it's not dangerous, nobody wants to look at that junk. So What are you gonna do to make sure that this is taken care of? Because so far,
Sorry.
they don't initiate these actions unless they've asked people multiple times. She just got done telling me they've asked you multiple times. Notices have been sent. When I say you, I mean your father. I'm just telling you, I'm not gonna be patient. So don't expect me to be. You understand what I'm telling you, sir?
Yes.
Property needs, you can't put in fences without approving. You can't leave junk all over the yard. Period. So what are you gonna do to take care of this so we don't have to go forth on a case against your father?
I'm gonna hurry up and get it cleaned up. And the fence, I had asked the city whether it was okay. And it's not a fence, it's like an end post to block off one side, and no, it's not like a fence.
Not a fence. It's just a post.
It's like a end piece for like everybody else around our house or the house has fences. So I went and
Cyclone
asked
fences or what?
or fence. Well, everybody else has fences around the house. They have their own fences. And then what my dad did was put an end fence on one side of the house, and it's like a small piece. And they had asked the city whether it was okay just put an end piece, and they said it was okay because they went to the building department. And
Please, listen,
sorry.
I
Okay.
don't know what I'm gonna do on this. Do you have any thoughts?
We're just looking for compliance.
I know you are.
He wants to call the building department today and they can give him an itemized list of what exactly needs to get done.
Why-
But we've gotten dozens and dozens of complaints about this house.
Did you hear what she said?
Yes.
She didn't say complaints. She said dozens and dozens of complaints, which is why I'm not going to be patient.
Okay.
Your father is responsible. Is he the sole homeowner?
Yes. Him and my mom.
Maybe you should charge. Is she still,
She's a senior citizen too.
well, I know, so am I, but what's the point? Is she of sound mind? Can she converse?
In Urdu.
Well, we'll get an interpreter then. I'm adjourning this 2 weeks.
Okay.
I want to see substantial progress.
Okay.
I'm gonna need your father here. I would suggest, well, I'll tell you what, I'll adjourn it 2 weeks. We'll set your father up with a lawyer.
Do you want me to show him right now on the video?
Show him the video.
No, put him on video.
Well, why don't you try it? Does he
Okay.
speak English?
Well, he barely speaks at all, so it's not even English or Urdu or anything. 1 second.
If you have any other thoughts, you can tell me. If you don't, you can go back.
His son is inclined to help the situation. If he contacts the building department and gets moving on this, we shouldn't realistically have.
You're gonna contact the building department, right, young man?
Yes. 1 second. Let me turn on. अब जान सीधे बैठे हैं. Okay. Oh. Well, here's his foot right now.
My God. Listen, I don't need to see
Uh-huh.
anymore.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
adjourning this 2 weeks.
And then here he is. If you want to try to talk to him.
Mr. Chowdhury, your name?
Aziz Abdul Chaudhry.
I was just talking to your son. We need the property cleaned up. Okay? The property needs to be cleaned up. There needs to be a permit issued for the fence. They need to get rid of all the junk in the yard. So I'm adjourning this 2 weeks. I'm gonna let you appear by Zoom. Young man, Wad, I hope you're gonna call the building department and talk to them and get moving on this, like now,
Okay,
okay? Then
okay,
nobody will have a problem.
okay,
But do not procrastinate with me, okay, please? Don't
yes,
force me to do things that I don't want to do. I'll see
Okay.
you in 2 weeks. We're gonna have it October 22, Lisa, at what time?
9:30.
At 9:30 on October 22nd, okay?
okay,
That's when I'm adjourning it to. I'm not arraigning him. We'll give him a lawyer and we'll go from there, all right? Thank you very much. Good luck. Thanks,
Okay.
Mr. Chowdhury. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
People against Stroud.
All right, my goodness, there's a lot to say about that case. How many more of these cases are we going to see from Michigan? Now, interestingly enough, just a couple of weeks ago, of course, we saw Hoarder Man who had all of that stuff all over his property. And what happened to him? He wound up getting 5 days in jail because he refused to clean it up. And there was probably some mental health issues there. This is a person that is clearly virtually incapacitated and unable to clean up, even though it is his responsibility to do so. So this is one of those where it would be nice if the community would agree to step up and help. But that is a very interesting case. And speaking of Hoarder Man and that guy that you just saw right there, they're both going to be appearing in Judge McNally's court on the 22nd of October. So that should be a jam-packed, interesting episode of TCF Live that day. So you'll want to be here for that. All right, let's shift gears a little bit here. Let's go over to Judge Simpson. I believe he's got some, well, we all know what's going to happen there. It's going to be a lot of bond will continue, but that should be, well, that's what Judge Simpson does. So let's see what's going on with Judge. Apparently a very interesting shot of someone's nose. Right there. Let me see if I can get this to, I think Judge Simpson is frozen.
Thank you. Keep up the good work.
There we go. That's
Thank
my
you, Your
fault.
Honor. Court does call the case. People versus Bruce Dinkins.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with it on behalf of Mr. Dinkins, who appears via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
See that one that's
I believe so, Your Honor.
yeah, he's
Mr. Dinkins.
I think that may be Mr.
Bruce Dinkins.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
I think he gets it's either the camera or voice. So we'll work with it. All right.
Yes, that's
Go
it.
ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today's the date and time set for sentencing. We have had the opportunity to review the PSIR and we do not have any material corrections. We would be respectfully requesting the court to adopt probation sentencing recommendation. As to the fines and costs and probation oversight fees, my client indicates to me that he is currently in the process of getting his Social Security reinstated. So that being said, he would be respectfully asking the court if you would consider a payment plan as arranged by probation as to those.
All right. Sir, is there anything you want to say before I do impose sentence? You'll have to unmute. There you
No,
go.
there isn't anything I would like to say.
All right, very good. Sentence of the court, I'll place you on 12 months probation. Bless you. You're to pay $555 fines and court costs, $360 probation oversight fees, $75 restitution to JSG payable through the court. You have no income at this point, is that correct, sir?
No income.
Okay, you're waiting for that. All right, I'll just put him on a payment plan as arranged by probation. There should be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You're to complete IOP treatment, including all recommended aftercare with status reports to probation. You're to attend 2 AA meetings per week with monthly verification to probation. Under 365 days in jail, that is suspended. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dinkins.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Court calls the case, People versus Vincent Lambert.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Lambert. Well, I did speak with Mr. Lambert the last few days. He was released from Wayne County. I did provide him with the Zoom information. I do not know why he's not here, Judge.
All right. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $5,000. Give a 10% privilege limit. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case People versus Tyler Meddy.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Meddy.
He's not in Zoom right now, Your Honor, but he was.
I did speak with Mr. Meddy a few days ago. He advised me he had a scheduled meeting with his 15th District Court probation officer.
Hold on.
Oh,
I think you might be here. Mr. Meddy? You can unmute and just tell us your name.
I'm sorry, Tyler Meddy.
Thank you, sir. All right, go ahead.
okay. Well, I'm glad he's here.
Yeah, I had faith. I don't know about you, Karen. Go ahead.
So we did review the pre-sentence report. We don't have any material changes, additions, or deletions. We do ask that you adopt probation's recommendation. As I mentioned, Mr. Meddy is going to be supervised already in another, maybe multiple courts.
All right.
And Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Judge, I would just like you to be aware, you know Mr. Meddy, he's been before this court multiple times. Mr. Meddy has had a history, and struggled with his addiction. I did reach out and speak with his PO where he is on probation at 14B. He has been doing excellent.
Really?
He's gone to inpatient treatment. He completed that successfully. He went to and stayed in transitional housing for a long period of time. He has maintained employment. So Mr. Meddy, I really think needs a hand of applause really for the length that he has been stayed clean. And given his horrendous past of the struggles that he's had with his addiction, he's doing really great.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Valera. Mr. Meddy, anything you want to say to me?
Yes, there is. I just wanted to say 11/17 of 2024, you sent me to a treatment program. And honestly, I just want to thank you for that because my life has been a disaster before that. And I've never thought that I'd be where I'm at today. I'm truly grateful for everything that's going on. It's like my first time coming forward and actually getting a positive report about me. So it's truly a change to my life. I got all of my family back in my life. Everybody is so proud, and I never thought that I'd be here. And man, I just want to say thank you. In all honesty, that's pretty much it. Sums it up.
I'll say you're welcome, but I want to thank you because it gives me faith that if you can sort of trust an individual, go with what in my gut was telling me you're a good person that just needed a new start. Now I might have to pound it into you in some way, but if I can get you there, that you do the rest of the work. And so for that, I have to thank you because it gives me the faith and the courage to do what I do. So
I appreciate
it. But other than that, things are going well for you, huh?
Absolutely.
It is the other thing, Mr. Meddy, it is just to hear you talk the way that you're talking is amazing to me because you always haven't had these we always haven't had these cordial conversations. Right?
I was actually girlfriend about
What'd you say?
I was actually just telling my girlfriend about that.
Yeah, but people didn't understand. I didn't hate you. You just had a way about you.
Man, I 100%.
I'll tell you what, I like this Tyler better than the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
About it is my mom hates the fact that I have purple hair, but that's the only thing she's mad about, so I'm cool with that.
You know, I was wondering about that, and I was gonna say, I need to do something like that.
I think it looked good on you, Simpson. You're on.
Yeah, well, I got to get hair first, but we'll figure it out. All right.
Okay.
It's a sentence of the court. You had to pay $555 fines and court costs, $487 restitution to Lowe's payable through the court.
Okay.
How are you gonna do that, young man?
I want to know if it was okay with you. So right now I am on probation for 14B payment plan. That should be over next month. If I could pay two payments after next month, I'll pay half in November and half in December. Does that work?
That'll work for me. So I'll just do it this way. You're gonna pay one half. What day in November?
Can we make it toward the end? I think my last payment is November 15th. So if I could pay half November 30th, that would be great.
Why don't we do it this way? I'm gonna have a little bit of faith in you. Let's do the first half. I'll make due December 19th, 2025. And then the second half, I'll make due January 16th.
Okay, that works perfectly.
And Mr. Meddy, please remember that the restitution has to be paid in cash,
I can't pay it online.
not the restitution.
Not the restitution.
Okay. So I need to come into the office.
Yeah, you'll need to come in to get that paid. So if you're gonna pay half, what I'd suggest doing is paying the 487, which is the restitution, in cash and get that to the court in person before the 19th of December. Okay. And then the other part you can pay online.
Can we do this then if it's not a problem? I live 2 hours away right now. So can I put the first half up and then pay in full on January 16th? That way I have one more trip to Ann Arbor.
Do what now?
I think he's asking to pay the restitution for the first half. Or
No.
Pay the online, the first half.
No, what I'm asking is I live 2 hours away. So I'm trying to see if I could just save the first half. Can I just pay in full on January 16th is what I'm asking.
That's a long time.
Okay.
The problem with that is what I really want you to do. I'm concerned about the court costs, but I need to get the restitution paid.
How much is the restitution?
It's 487.
Okay, I will pay that on December 19th. I will pay that in full on December 19th.
Okay, let's get that. That's why I'll give you the additional time instead of making it due in November. I'll give you the additional time, but I got to get that paid. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then I'll order 365 days in jail. Credit for the balance is suspended. Okay?
Thank you.
Good luck to you, Tyler.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Again, welcome. The Courtroom Files live here on a Wednesday. This is episode number 150 of the live show here on TCF. And I want to thank Dan for allowing me to sit in and fill in for him today. I am the Jay Leno to his Johnny Carson. And thank you so much for bearing with me as we go through this. And sometimes you'll get an up-close shot at my forehead as I get very close to the monitor to see what we're doing here, because my eyesight not quite as good as Dan's or most people. So that's what we do here. Thank you, everybody in the chat this morning. Again, thanks to Mama Joan and Barbara and Ashley for the super chats and the super stickers and everything for today that goes to the guest host, and that's me. And why not? So I appreciate you guys hanging out. So we'll just stick with Judge Simpson for a little while longer, and then we'll see what's going on. Some of the courts are pretty quiet this morning, but we'll see what else is out there. There's some interesting stuff happening, so we'll check in on some other stuff here. But let's roll with Judge Simpson for just a little while longer.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Court calls the case, People versus Douglas Wren.
Mr. Public Defender Natalie Tate with it on behalf of Mr. Douglas Wren, who appears via Zoom from Dawn Farm. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Douglas Wren.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have had the opportunity to review the PSIR with Mr. Wren. We only have one correction, and that would be as to his address. Mr. Wren indicates that he can no longer receive mail at that address and would ask that the Dawn Farm address be used for the time being. He's expected to be there for another couple of months before entering, transitional housing. I don't know if Your Honor would like me to put that address on the record or not.
No, let's not put it on the record. If he could send a communication to the court to probation.
Absolutely, Your Honor, I can do so. And then as to the recommendation, Your Honor, we would be respectfully requesting the court to adopt it. I would just ask that Mr. Wren possibly be allowed some time to pay that fine. He is currently, like I said, he is in residential treatment at Dawn Farm, and he indicates to me that after he completes the total of the 90-day program, he plans to go to transitional housing with Dawn Farm.
And Teresa Flair on behalf of probation. Your Honor, so the court also is aware, Mr. Wren is participating in drug court through circuit court.
Oh, is he? He's in circuit. Okay, great. All right. Mr. Wren, anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
Yes, I just thank you for the opportunity to have a chance to get my life straight here at Dawn Farms. It's going really good, and I appreciate the court for all that is done for me.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, Mr. Wren, how much more time do you have in the initial part of your program?
About 60 days.
60 days? Okay. I'm trying to figure out how we monitor this because I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to order the $500 fines and court costs. You've got about 60 days of that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Wren. I ordered the $500 fines and costs. If you complete the first part of the Dawn Farm program, which you'll do in the 60 days before transitional housing and remain sober, I'm going to waive all but $125 of that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, if you could please instruct him to have his completion from Dawn Farm sent to me.
Yeah. So when you finish that, before you go into transitional housing, send to Miss Polero your I think you get a certificate. So send a copy of your certificate to Miss Polero, and then we'll make sure that the fines and costs get waived. All right.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. And I'll order 365 days jail, credit 46. days that you served, the balance is suspended. All right, Mr. Martin, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Mr. Lambert is now present.
Who is here?
Mr. Lambert.
Where was he when I called him? Is this Perony's client?
I don't.
Was it
know.
Perony's?
Yeah.
And what, so Perony's client didn't show up on time?
Very quickly, Bailey, thank you for the $5 sticker, by the way. Really do appreciate that. And let's continue with Judge Simpson.
It was Pate's client, yes, but.
I mean, I think I saw Miss Pate stand up.
Did you?
Yes, she did handle
I
it.
don't. I don't know. I don't know if I should do that for Perony.
Well, let me know, should I put it back up?
Okay, here we go. Court calls the case or recalls the case of the people versus Vincent Lambert.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Lambert. Mr. Lambert, state your name for the record, please.
Vincent Lambert.
Your Honor, today is the date and time.
Despite what you said, I had faith that he would show up.
I'm glad he's here.
Okay.
We did review the pre-sentence report, did not have any material changes, additions, or deletion. We do ask that you adopt probation's recommendation.
All right, Mr. Lambert, anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
No, Your Honor.
All right. $125 statutory fee. You need to pay $105.92 restitution to TJ Maxx payable through the court. When can you get that paid?
I'm trying to get work right now. I got to get an ID first, so give me like 2 or 3 months to get started, please.
Okay. Well, I'll make this payable by December 31st, 2025. You're to pay, and I'll order 93 days in jail, credit 87. The balance is suspended. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Judge Simpson is in a very good mood. We'll probably go back to Judge here in just a little bit, but let's slow the pace down a little bit, if you will, and we'll stay in the state of Michigan, and we'll hear about what might have happened if someone sold him a plate of corn muffins back in 1947. Here's Judge Middleton. See what's going on his docket this morning. Don't tell me I broke it.
Mr. Truckee, what would you like me to know?
Well, we heard a little bit of this at the plea, but as it was a rather busy morning, I'd like to go over it again. Mr. Ivory's from Alabama. His ID number, his SID number is Alabama. There's a hold from Tennessee. He reported that he moved up here fairly recently. He hasn't experienced the winter yet, to live with a friend on the promise of some work, which is a pretty old tale in the Three Rivers area. And that obviously didn't pan out. He loses his housing with his friend. He ends up living up near Peeler Street Bridge in one of the homeless camp. In the report, we see that some folks went out to check out Christopher Wright's camp, as he'd been recently placed in jail by Your Honor. And they come into contact with Terrell, or Catrell, he goes by Terrell. And there's Shelley Rome there, who had admittedly been drinking that day when, as part of her interview with the police. Some sort of a fight happens. Obviously, the police report indicates one thing. We would, contend that there was more of a mutuality to the whole scenario. And I'm not gonna say, forget it, Judge, it's Chinatown, right? We're not, this is not acceptable behavior. We're aware of that. But this is a kind of a situation, it's a tinderbox when you have folks living in the homeless encampments, using substances, drinking. and carrying on. So this fight occurs. The plea was to assault and battery against Richard. There's no indication that he was severely injured. It was a punch. Mr. Ivory would state that he was at some point sprayed with pepper spray during this interaction. He would state that it was prior to. Now we don't have the facts to dispute that sufficiently, which is why we entered a guilty plea. And later in the night, we see that there's some police questioning. Mr. Ivory's aware of his warrant and is deceitful to the officer. Arguably, he was unaware that this was during the course of a serious misdemeanor investigation, which is part of the elements of that offense. He may have been obstructing instead. So there's some there's some idea that that offense is kind of ill-fitting to this scenario. But all that to be said, Mr. Ivory's a homeless person. He's been in the jail for 27 days. It's my belief he's going to be transported back to Tennessee at the end of his situation here. I'm unaware of what that hold is for and what the basis of that charge.
I wasn't completely clear either.
So we'd ask for a consideration of time served, fines and costs at the minimum allowable, and allow him to go about his business and return to his home area. Thank you.
Well, it's gonna get real cold. Tennessee's not balmy in the winter, but maybe Alabama is better. I'm just gonna let you go take care of your other problems. 27 days jail credit, 27 days on the false information to a police officer. Fine on that is 0, and it's concurrent with the assault and battery charge. On the assault and battery charge, I'm going to order 27 days, credit 27 days, concurrent with the false information. And the minimum allowable fine is $125 or 2 additional days. There is a hold from Tennessee. I'm not sure how long it will take them to make that transfer. This 2 days will probably just get swallowed up by the time you're already doing. Three Rivers isn't a bad place. You didn't exactly see the best of it. Maybe you saw the worst of it. We've got these homeless encampments, which are not good for anybody, especially the people that are living in them. But maybe you can find some better situation either in Tennessee or back down south. You're good to go, Mr. Ivory.
Thank you. He would know better than that.
All right, Mr. Moore. And I had to get the police reports here. Just got this one. This is file 251472, People versus Devon Moore. That's you, sir?
Yes, correct.
Mr. Moore pled guilty to assault and battery upon Carson Conley. This was something that happened essentially during a pickup basketball game. I did get the police report. I don't have any additional victim input or prosecutor input on this one. Mr. Truckee, what would you like me to know?
Thank you, Your Honor. I think relevant in the police report is there's some victim input provided in a roundabout way right there. The victim's mother was unsure about pursuing criminal charges. They did decide to follow up with that after I think they incurred some medical bills due to a possible injury. But I think when you describe it as during a pickup game, I think that really does paint the picture. I don't know if Your Honor ever played pickup basketball, but I know I did. And I know there were times where too much machismo was there on the court. And the basketball team became a proxy for something else. And it appears here that Mr. Moore and the complainant here were kind of agreed to go settle it down at the street corner or wherever. And then Mr. Moore's issue is that he didn't wait until they were there squaring up to participate in a consensual scrum, which that's not ideal either, but it's a little more understandable. But Mr. Moore jumped the gun. He assaulted Mr. Connolly. He acknowledges that he was unaware that Mr. Connolly was 17 years of age at the time. But he's remorseful for it. He is not proud of this. So we're asking that the court would consider a probation sentence if there is to be sentence beyond fines and costs.
Well, one issue is there should be some sort of medical expense, and I don't have any. Any information regarding that. The complainant did get treatment and some medication.
I did receive a supplemental report, but
It shows that there was treatment, but doesn't show a price on it.
That's correct.
All right, Mr. Moore, what are you doing now?
I just had an interview yesterday, so I'm hoping to start my job Thursday.
Where's that?
Secure Domes in Sturgis.
Okay. What would you like to tell me?
That I am very sorry about what happened and that I did not mean to, and I didn't know his age at all. It was just got out of hand.
That's pretty accurate. Got arrested on September 15th and you posted bond on September 17th. So you spent 2 days in jail. Order 2 days in jail credit, 2 days, leaving 0 days to serve. $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, a $50 state minimum fee, and a $150 attorney fee. I'm going to reserve on restitution. I don't know if insurance paid for that or Medicare or Medicaid. Whenever you insult somebody's mom, it starts to go downhill from there. You're 25, he's 17. Mom wasn't very happy, but I can't tell anything about restitution. 2 days in jail is probably enough to convey the message. So that's $350. I have a $50 worth of bond. So there's $300 due, and I've reserved on restitution. If there is a restitution request, we'll set up a hearing regarding that. But at this point, I don't have a figure, and I don't know whether they're even requesting it. I want you to pay that $300 by December 1st.
Yes, Your Honor.
There may be a further hearing regarding restitution, as I indicated. I don't want to not order it, but I don't have any framework which to order it. All right, 2 days jail, credit 2 days, $350 fine minus the bond. And we reserve on restitution. I'm not gonna do probation for this. There's a presumption that there won't be probation. The only reason to do it would be to collect the restitution, and I don't know how much it is. So, all right. You're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, take care of yourself. All right. Get that job.
All right. Good morning, everybody. It's the Courtroom Files live on a Wednesday, episode number 150 of the live show. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Michael Groff, filling in for Dan Sowell. And of course, he'll be back tomorrow. So, if you're like, hey, bring back Dan, don't worry. He'll be back here tomorrow. Trust me. He will be in this hot seat again. So, well, not this seat. Yes, I'm in the courtroom closet in here. So thank you so much for hanging out, though. Please consider getting some of the merch over at the courtroom or at courtroomfiles.com, all your Courtroom Files merch. And if you want to check out more of me, well, I'm out there on the internet as well. My channel, Michael Groff, the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. You can always go and check that out as well. And thank you to everybody for hanging out in the chat. And if you're in there, hanging out with us, then feel free to say hi. All right. Let's see. Where should we go? We've been all over Michigan so far this morning. I'm just trying to see where you know where we can go? We can go to Judge Mom. Why not? Let's see what's going on over there with Judge Mom. We said hello to Judge Dad earlier.
Why not?
This is Judge DeSanto. If you're wondering who Judge Mom is.
In the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Kaylee Rogers, 251466 A, B, and C. Is that you, Mr. Serrano?
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor, it is.
You're up.
Thank you.
Hopefully you're batting better than the Tigers did last night.
So, I know. Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P. 33828. Today, Your Honor, I appear as MEDC counsel on behalf of with my client, presently in custody, and she appears via Zoom. We have no objection. And please state your name.
Kaylee Rogers.
Okay. Oh, she was watching the Tigers. I went to the Tigers game last night.
did.
Or she's a supporter of the Tigers. She went to the Tigers game last night?
That's what she told me.
Interesting. And she lives in Auburn Hills and somehow ended up in Wyandotte. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so good morning, ma'am. And counsel, as to the arraignment.
Your Honor, today I've had an opportunity to speak to my client while in custody. I've explained to her all of her charges. And just as I've explained to her her divisive rights. She signed a form and she understands them. She understands the charges against her. Therefore, today we waive form reading, stand mute, and ask for a pretrial, Your Honor. We're asking for arraignment only today, as she's undecided whether to retain counsel or not.
Okay. And the court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. Schedule this matter for pretrial on October 22nd.
9:45.
(9:45 a.m.) All right, and counsel, as to bond.
Your Honor, as to bond, my client tells me that she is 23 years old, single, sports no minor children. She's presently a student at Oakland University. And Your Honor, she's not on probation or political matters pending. Ma'am, would you please tell the court if you're working or not and where?
Yes, I'm working right now at a golf course for the summer. That's where I've been working, but I just moved from Grand Rapids, so I have to find a new job once the season's over.
So you're not working now, is that correct?
What was that?
You're not working now, you're not employed, is that correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, we ask for a personal bond with conditions or bonds you can reasonably expect to post under the circumstances.
All right, man, if you're to test right now, what is in your system?
I feel fine now. But it was only 8 hours ago, so I don't know how, I don't really drink that much, so I don't know how fast it goes through you.
Okay, so would there be anything other than alcohol detected in your system?
No, no.
And ma'am, you reside in Auburn Hills? Is that because that's where Oakland University is, or do you also reside? Oh, no, you're from Grand Rapids, correct?
No, I'm from Oxford, but I moved to Auburn Hills recently because my mom got married. So I got an apartment and I go to Oakland.
Have you ever failed to appear in court for any reason?
No.
And what, how long ago did you move from Grand Rapids to here?
In May. I was just going to school there for a few years.
Okay.
But I was born and raised in Oxford and.
Okay. Based upon the nature of the charges, the level that's alleged in this matter, the court's going to order a $5,000 10% bond. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. All right, ma'am. So, and then we'll see you back on October 22nd.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. And we also have Brandon, correct? Is that the other?
All right.
Record matter, the city of Windhoffers, Brandon DeBoard, 251465 A, B, and C.
All right, let's see if we can check in on Miami-Dade. I don't know if the audio is good down there or not, or if we're going to be able to even get on here. But let's see what's going on with Judge Glazer. It's getting pretty close. Well, we're after 11 o'clock Eastern time. Maybe it's hangry time in Miami-Dade. Let's see what's going on.
Transportation Secure from Metro West.
I don't know where this attorney is. Let's bring him in and I'll tell him. There was, I said it, Mr. Rage didn't appear. B is here. Mr. Rage.
It does seem that their audio is a little bit bad, but we'll hang with it for just a little bit and see what's going on.
Tell him what's coming up.
Good, sir, good Spanish, please. Sir, your attorney has not appeared in court.
Señor, su abogado no se ha presentado ante este tribunal.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to wait? Do you want to waive his presence and I'll set a bond now, or do you want me to reset it because they're going to take you back to Metro West?
¿Quiere ceder a que no esté presente el abogado y proceder con la audiencia para yo poderle fijar fianza? ¿O quiere esperar a su abogado porque ya le van a retornar a Metro West?
And then you have to come in later today or tomorrow. You'll be in
Y
jail. Whatever.
entonces tendrían que traerlo hoy día, en la tarde o mañana. ¿Cómo desea proceder? ¿Sin abogado para que le fijen fianza o esperar a que esté presente el abogado?
No, sin abogado, no me fijen la fianza.
I want the bond to be established without the attorney.
Okay, let me review for probable cause.
Bien, permítame revisar el fundamento legal existente.
It's alleged, let's see, it's talking about a stolen cargo from October 2023. It's a stolen truck tractor and a semi-trailer and 26 pallets of Swisher sweet tobacco products valued at $300,000.
200,000, Your Honor.
300,000.
Thank you, Your Honor. Se trata de un caso que se inicia en octubre del 2023, hurto de una rastra, camión de 18, con otra camioneta semi. Se robó 26 cajas de productos de tabaco valuados en la cantidad de $300,000.
I'm just reviewing for probable cause.
Estoy sencillamente revisando en búsqueda del fundamento legal.
So he was the driver of this stolen tractor truck that had the stolen tobacco products.
Entonces, el caballero era el conductor de este camión robado con la mercancía robada de productos en tabaco,
And he fled on foot as they tried to conduct a traffic
escapándose a las carreras a pie cuando estaban llevando a cabo la parada de tránsito.
There would be probable cause for the charges. Is a possession of burglary tools they had. I know there was a large 20 antenna signal jamming device and other tools designed for the commission of cargo thefts, used for cargo thefts.
Así que el señor se encontraba en tenencia de los instrumentos para cometer el allanamiento y robo. Así que existe fundamento legal para todos los cargos, incluyendo el último, donde el señor estaba en tenencia de un dispositivo electrónico que impide las señales electrónicas del dispositivo antirrobo.
Count one, grand theft of cargo city, okay, with 15,000, the standard amount.
That's fine.
$15,000 bond, count one.
Primer cargo, $15,000.
Count two, grand theft of the vehicles. I think that they combined both of the tractor trailer and the semi-trailer. I'll set that bond for count two. What do you want? 10,000? Is that okay?
That's fine.
$10,000, count two. Count three, the possession of the burglary. Is it burglary? Full state. It was a burglary going.
There were 2 counts of the grand theft, Judge.
Oh, it's two? I'm sorry. Oh, well, then I'm gonna split them.
5-5, Your Honor.
Or no, it's 7,500 each. It should be. Count two will be $7,500. And count three is $7,500 because they're both valued over $20,000.
En segundo y tercer cargo, hurto de los vehículos, el camión y el semicamión, 7,500 cada cual, ya que los vehículos están valuados en 20,000 cada cual.
Count four, possession of burglary tools, I'll set that at $1,000.
Tenencia de instrumentos para cometer allanamiento, $1,000.
All right, so you can post your bond and get out of jail. Make sure to keep all future court dates, sir. Have a good day.
Así que puede usted pagar su fianza y salir de la cárcel. Asegúrese de presentarse en toda fecha ante el tribunal. Que tenga buen día.
Your Honor, this is an out of church. He's already sentenced to state prison and he has other cases.
Okay. Judge, we have a Portuguese interpreter here. Who is this? What's your name? Mr. Norman?
This is Mr. Norman.
All right, after this, you'll have to call a case out of turn for a Portuguese interpreter. Hi, Mr. Norman. You were arrested for grand theft, a third-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Oh, I didn't know they did a Taco Bell in my. That must be. Okay. So this is from October 7th. It's alleged grand theft, let's say. There are two cases. Oh, that one is in possession of a controlled substance. So it says it's put the victim's phone in his pocket. I don't see the, oh, that phone's valued at $1,500 as this iPhone 17. And then also they stopped when they had fentanyl, police products on. So you are ordered to stay away from the Taco Bell at 1624 Washington Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from it. Okay. He's out on bond. He's going to see the judge tomorrow. F-25, $2,500. And then the other case, the F-25, 2893, there's probable cause for grand theft, $2,500 bond. Have a nice. Who do you want for the?
He's not number 42.
Tarquino Matthews. Page.
Page 15.
Good morning, Judge, from the Portuguese interpreter.
Tarquino Matthews.
Guilherme Taquinho Mateus, por favor.
All right, ma'am, raise your right hand and be sworn, Madam Interpreter. Do you swear or affirm you will translate from English to Portuguese and Portuguese to English to the best of your abilities? If you state I do.
Yes, I do. And for the record, my name is Susan Dix Barbosa, and I am a court certified Portuguese interpreter. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Tarquino Matthews. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm.
Bom dia, senhor Guilherme Tarquinio Mateus. O senhor foi detido, acusado de agressão agravante com uma arma de fogo.
Sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
O senhor tem recursos para contratar um advogado particular?
No. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Então, a defensora pública está sendo designado para representar o senhor.
There is probable cause for the charge.
Existe causa provável para essa acusação.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Corey Robinson.
O senhor é proibido chegar próximo, tem que ficar distante da suposta vítima, Corey Robinson.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
O senhor é proibido ter qualquer contato direto, indireto, pessoalmente, por escrito ou através de terceiros.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times.
E o senhor precisa manter o mínimo de 500 pés de distância do local da escola dele e onde trabalha.
You understand, sir? You got to stay away from the victim.
O senhor entendeu que precisa se manter distante da suposta vítima, tá entendendo?
How long have you lived in Miami for?
Quanto tempo faz que o senhor mora no Miami, em Miami, Flórida?
7 anos.
7 years.
Okay. All right, I'll set a bond. It's $5,000. Have a nice day.
Então, a fiança é $5.000.
You pay that?
O senhor tem como pagar?
Did your mom have money?
I have them for the one.
Okay, call your mom. Ask her to help. This is your lawyer. Hey, I haven't.
Okay, from the Portuguese interpreter, I cannot hear what you're saying.
I don't know. She's trying to have a private conversation with him.
Oh, understood. I thought he needed Portuguese interpretation for that.
What do you say?
Bien. A ver, yo no hable con nadie por votación, no queda bien. Sí, porque tiene que ver un mes. Ok, habla con su abogado. Ok, gracias. Habla con su mamá.
All right. Well, they try to figure out what's going on there. It is amazing that Judge Glazer, when she's back in that courtroom, it's always interesting what goes on there. But I guess we'll head back over there maybe later on and see how hangry Judge Glazer gets. But first, let's go back to Michigan. Say hello once again to Judge Simpson. There's no audio? There should be audio. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, I do not know. Let's try to figure this out. What did Mike break this time? It was going so smoothly. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. Maybe that fixes it. All right. All right, well, we are having some minor technical issues. I might, let's see what I can do. Let's try to go over here. Let's see what's happening. Maybe Judge McNally will work. Let's see.
The one where it was girlfriends.
We'll
I
try
remember
this
the
and see if
drunken
this works,
stupor you and
even
your
though
friend
this
were
really
in.
shouldn't, but
Did you guys resolve life? Well, no, you couldn't have contact. Didn't I order no contact?
I couldn't take with her, them, and I deploy in the Army next month. So.
like Judge
You going to
Glazer
the
messed
Army?
up everything.
Sir.
Good for you. Where are you going?
I gotta pick my primary still. I was technically on probation, so I had the paperwork signed but not dated.
So you're going to go in the Army.
Yes, sir.
Good for you. Good for you.
There we go.
All right. Well, stay safe. Good luck. Dismissed on motion of the prosecutor. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Whoa.
What's that?
Whoa.
What does that mean? Ooh, yeah, or whatever. Case dismissed. Good luck. I wish you well. Come back and tell me in 10 years that you're a superstar in the armed forces. Good luck. People against. Emacs. Rosemark Van Harding Emacs. 25B149345 A and B. Come on up to the podium here, right this way, sir. And could I have Cruz Gulius seated at the table here and Jade Teat seated at the table? Come on up, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podium.
That's the podium. How you doing?
I'm watching
Your name?
My name is Osmark Emmons.
Okay. You're charged with driving on a suspended and speed.
Oh.
You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want a lawyer?
No.
You sure? It is alleged that you did operate a motor vehicle on Sibley near Beach in Brownstown, September 14 of 25. They think you had a suspended license. That is a misdemeanor.
Okay.
Hang on. That is punishable by up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs or all those 2 points. Do you understand that? You're also charged with speeding. That would be a 1-point violation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign this advice of rights?
Yes.
Did you read it and understand it?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
No, myself.
I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea, $500 personal bond. Here are your bond conditions. You don't have to post any money. You cannot leave the state. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm sending you to the prosecutor to talk to her. If you can't resolve it, she doesn't give you what you want, you come back in here and tell me and I'll give you a lawyer. Okay?
Have a seat outside the hall.
You go out in the hallway and you'll be called in by the prosecutor, okay?
Have a seat in the hallway, yeah.
Wait a minute, do you understand? Slow down. Yeah, that's you. I'm talking to you. You're gonna go out in the hallway and you're gonna wait. Do you understand?
Yes.
Prosecutor will come out and get you then, all right? That young lady right there, she's gonna come out there and get you out of the hallway and she'll talk to you. Okay? Good luck. Deborah Lee Cruz Gulius, 25B149499.
Oh.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Your name?
Beverly Cruz Julius,
You're-
I'm G, Y, I guess, really.
You're charged with leaving the scene of a property damage accident. You have the right to a lawyer. You want a lawyer? I can't hear you. Okay, we'll give you a lawyer. You can go out in the hallway. And they'll speak to you as soon as they're available. Go right up the hallway. Either way, you're coming back in front of me, okay? Jade Patricia LaShawn Teet, 25B1479688. Name?
Jade Patricia LaShawn Teet.
You're charged with failure to pay fines and costs as ordered, $195. Why didn't you pay?
I'm just here to appeal before you get my something dismissed. I've been paying my fine.
You're not, you haven't paid them. I said to pay $20 a week, but all due by July 25th. Lisa, am I right? Does she still owe $195?
She owes $155.
$155. Do you have the money to pay that?
Thought you gave me $20 a week.
Until paid, but it had to be paid by July 25th. That's what I told you at the time.
I'm sorry.
Where do you work at?
I work from home. Why you feel?
With
I feel a credit repair company.
how much do you make?
You're making it, but it's, I mean, I was squeezing that in there because you gave me the baby. So that's how it gives you that pay.
I can't dismiss this, ma'am. I mean, I can extend probation so you can pay the $20 a week. I can do that for you. How much do you make?
I have to pay rent and my utilities out there. You make. I don't know.
I didn't ask you that. How much do you make per week?
$600 a week.
Gotta take your hat off, sir. You know, we had the issue with show cause before. Can you pay $80 today?
We already did it on.
I mean, I can't do any better than I did.
They sent me the stakes to pay it that I told them I'm gonna stay here and going through December, so that's why I said that I get until then.
I'll adjourn the review hearing until, let's adjourn it out 2 months, Lisa. Let me just check something here. I placed her on probation on was it June the 4th or no?
Let me check. July 16th.
Supposed to be in the first one.
So that. Why would I have done that? I wrote some. July 16th. August, September. Hang on. I'm gonna extend your probation until December 16th. No additional probation fees, okay? I won't charge you additional probation fees. Pay 20 per week. We'll set the new review hearing date as close to December 16th without going after as we can, Lisa.
December 10th at 9 o'clock.
So you're gonna come back December 10th at 9 o'clock. You do everything else. You continue paying 20 a week and that should cover it. Okay? We're gonna give you a new review hearing date, December 10th. Just keep making those $20 payments.
I'm coming back to,
I'm sorry?
said I come back in December.
You're gonna have to come back and see me December 10th. You're gonna pay your $20 weekly payments. And then that should cover it and we'll be done. Okay? I'm gonna keep you on probation. I can't dismiss this when you're still owe almost half of what I fined you. Okay? How about, do you live by yourself? No, do you live by yourself? You're supporting yourself? Are you supporting anybody else?
I'm supporting anybody else. I barely support myself. So if you find me and I ask you for $20 a week, that's what I thought. Today was going
I said that, but I also said, maybe I didn't say that. I'll tell you what, come on, call the prosecutor in. But just wait before you dispo anything, will you, Lisa? Problem is, see, you didn't start, you didn't pay, you didn't start immediately was part of it, I think. Did you get a hold of the prosecutor?
Their number, what's the number, Judge? Oh, Caitlin.
Can you come see me, please? Thank you. You been in any trouble?
No.
No more trouble?
Did you tell me?
Your name?
I
It's finder 375. The charge was resist and obstruct. Fines, cost, probation fees. We took it under 771.1. I ordered her to pay 20 per week beginning July 25th. She didn't pay the whole time, but she has made substantial effort. She has little or no money. Are you good with moving to dismiss? She still owes 195. Why don't you go talk to the prosecutor? She'll move to dismiss. We'll get you out of here today, okay? All right? Yeah, right up a front. Here, you can take this, Caitlin. Thank you. Mistura. Kathleen Adele Mistura, 25B14793. Good morning. Your name? Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you're giving these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. And you're telling me, Lisa, again, the show cause was dismissed on this one, correct?
Correct.
So the prosecutor, have you done everything you were supposed to do?
Yes.
Did you do your community service?
Yes.
Since you were in court on April 23, have you been arrested?
No.
Who was your probation officer?
Let's go.
Call Jessica in here. Kathleen Mistura. Mistura.
Mistura. Yes.
Just give me 1 second, okay? Your case was taken under 771.1. I just need to ensure that you did your community service and you did the drug and alcohol education program through Class A Training Center. You did that as well?
Yes.
All right. Nobody wrote on this file for some reason. Your appearance,
Just going on preparation.
thanks for coming in so quickly. So she had fair pay fines and costs.
She did end up paying it.
Right. nobody wrote on this and today's the date for a review night.
Yeah, but-
That's okay. I'm gonna get into that. She did the Class A training center. And she also did her community service.
That's correct, Your Honor. Everything's completed.
You have no other cases pending. You are all set. Congratulations. Case dismissed. I wish you well. Good luck. Good luck.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And this is the Courtroom Files live on a Wednesday. Yeah, we had some technical issues there with some audio. I've put things back together to some degree with some razor wire and some duct tape, which is the handyman's secret weapon. So we're still good to go. And again, my apologies for that. You know, when you sit in the chair as a substitute, sometimes crazy things happen, but you're able to adjust on the fly. And that's what we're doing here. We'll probably revisit Judge McNally here in a bit. However, a favorite on this channel, I know Dan loves this. I love this. Let's see if we can go down to Florida. And let's see if we can do some first appearances from Wade Mercer. That'll turn the morning around, won't it? Here we go.
All right, good morning, everyone. We're here for first appearances today. It's October the 8th, 8:30 a.m. We've got Corporal Drown this morning. Corporal, good morning, sir. Have you had a chance to play your first appearance video?
Good morning. Yes, Your Honor, we have.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen of the jail, excuse me, I'm Wade Mercer. I'm the county judge in Jackson County. The two attorneys involved in today's first appearances are Mr. John McDaniel, Assistant Public Defender. At the jail, I know that you can see and hear him. I want to make sure you can see and hear Mr. Mitchell in the courtroom, so I'm going to ask that he introduce himself.
Jake Mitchell on behalf of the state.
Audio and video working good for us, Corporal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Perfect. Mr. McDaniel, we have one person on the first appearance list that has friends or family here. So let me see Dante Clopton first. Mr. Clopton, good morning. Mr. Clopton, your mother is in the courtroom. Actually, your mother, your sister, your fiance, and your brother-in-law are all in the courtroom. Mr. Clopton, you're accused of 3 felony charges. You're accused of grand theft, but the grand theft you're accused of is a first-degree felony because allegedly you and your co-defendant allegedly stole more than $20,000 from a local bank. You're also accused of 1 count of scheme to defraud a financial institution and 1 count of uttering a forced instrument. So you've got a first degree, a second degree, and third degree felonies. I'm going to appoint the public defender's officer to represent you for first appearance purposes, Mr. Clopton. And I'm going to ask that you listen to Mr. McDaniel, and then we'll see where we go with a bond. Mr. McDaniel, anything on behalf of Mr. Clopton? No, Your Honor. Mr. Mitchell?
Not this time, Your Honor.
Mr. McDaniel, there's allegations that a huge amount of restitution is owed. I think the restitution amount between he and his co-defendant, the state's going to be asking for, based on the complaints, around $30,000 that they've allegedly gotten over a period of several weeks from this bank. Yeah, that phone's got to, gentlemen, you got to get that phone out of here. I can't do court with the phone going off, so turn it off, please. So, Mr. McDaniel, are you requesting a cash bond as opposed to a surety bond since there's restitution allegedly owed?
Cash bond, Your Honor.
Mr. Mitchell, you okay with a cash bond?
No objection.
Mr. Clopton, the one that's going to get the biggest bond is the first degree felony and the huge amount of restitution. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set you a $3,000 cash bond on the grand theft, $2,000 cash bond on the scheme to defraud, $1,000 cash bond on the uttering. Your total bond is $5,000 cash. You have the right to post a bond. Your friends and family are here, so they heard that. So did I do my math wrong? 3 and 2, and I was trying to get a total of 5.
311.
Well, they're different degree crimes, so let's just go. We'll go $6,000 cash, 3, 2, and 1. So here's what that means, and I know that Mr. Clopton's already been explained this by Mr. McDaniel. If I set him a $60,000 bond, and you give $6,000 to a bondsman, it's spent. That money is for the bondsman to vouch for his appearance at court, and that money's gone, never get it back. If I set a $6,000 cash bond that has certain advantages to the defendant and to the state, the big advantage is if there's restitution ever ordered, that $6,000 can go towards restitution. Instead of it going to a bondsman, it goes towards restitution. The other big advantage is if the case is dismissed, the money's returned to whoever posted the bond. So his bond is $6,000 cash because the allegation is that he's going to owe over $30,000 with his co-defendant in restitution. Does the family have any questions?
Judge, maybe ask I don't know if they can make that bond, so maybe ask them, because bail bondsman would probably work with a half of a payment and plus payment options or something. I don't know. Maybe ask the mother what she wants to do, because I'm not sure if he's going to make that.
Yeah, if I said a surety bond, it would be, I had written down 50, 10, and 5. I'd set 65,000 on the surety bond. And if you go through a bondsman, they normally charge 10%. But what Mr. McDaniel is talking about is sometimes a bondsman will take less than 10%. Sometimes a bondsman may say, we'll take 5% or 7%. But even if they do that, you don't get that back. That's their fee. So the reason I set cash bonds, if the state and defense are in agreement, if there's restitution owed, is that money is not spent on the bondsman. That money, if they're ever court ordered to pay restitution, that money can go to the alleged victim or be refunded to whoever posted it. So if you prefer a surety bond, I have no problem with that. But it'll be $65,000 cash or surety if you choose a surety bond. But that money, if you work out a deal with a bondsman to pay them $4,000 up front, that $4,000 is gone. It's spent. The victim does not get it, and you don't get it back. Okay. Okay. She doesn't know that she'll be able to post a bond either way.
Just leaving it with a cash bond now for your honor. And
okay. So the bond today is $6,000 cash. Okay. If at some point the family wants to talk and request a different bond, you need to contact the public defender's office before, so they can come back and request either from myself or Judge Garcia. They can request a surety bond if you want to do that. You may want to talk to the bondsman and see what they would take on a $65,000 bond. But I have no idea. He has no history. His history is great. The problem is he and the co-defendant allegedly through this scheme with the bank got over $30,000. That's what he's accused of.
There's no way for me to come up with.
Okay. All right. So you prefer a surety bond then? So she's saying she prefers a surety bond to go through a bond. And Mr. McDaniel?
that's fine,
Okay,
Your Honor.
well-
And if they want to make any requests to be at the next court hearing, I'm not sure what that date is, November 4th, 2nd, something.
All right. So let's back up on the bond then, Mr. Clopton. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, he allegedly stole over $30,000 in cash. That's what he's accused of. That's why he's getting the bond he's getting. He and his co-defendant got over $30,000 in cash. That's what he's accused of. It's not a shoplifting case. It's not where he's accused of taking $300. This is $30,000 in cash, allegedly captured on video on the ATM cameras. He and the co-defendant. Okay, so it's very serious. So I'm going to set that she requests a surety bond, and he's got the right to that. So it's going to be a $50,000 bond on the grand theft, $10,000 on the scheme to defraud, $5,000 on the uttering. Your total bond is $65,000 surety, cash or surety. So you can go through a bondsman, and what they charge you, I have no idea, but whatever they charge you, that's their fee. Okay. Any questions? Mr. Clopton, do you have any questions? Mr. Clopton, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, sir. I wish you the best.
Court date, Your Honor.
Hang on. She has one more question. You have another question, ma'am? Your mother says she loves you, Mr. Compton. What court date?
November 4th.
November 4th at 8:30 will be his court date. Please give him a notice for that day, Corporal.
Yes.
Thank you for coming, ma'am. So after Mr. Clopton, we'll go back to the top of the list. We have Gillian Foxworth. I didn't do it. Should have. Mr. Foxworth, good morning. Mr. Foxworth, you're here in case 23-362MM. It's a failure to appear charge on an issuing worthless check. Mr. Foxworth, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I'm going to ask that you listen to Mr. McDaniel, your attorney, sir.
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Foxworth, 23-362MM. He's going to plead no contest. His charge is listed. You understand him, be placed on probation for 11 months, 29 days, $370 fine, restitution of $53.22, and early terminate after 6 months if he gets everything completed. He has signed his plea waiver form, waiving his right to jury trial and call witnesses.
There's a return fee required or authorized by statute on worthless checks. You got that? Is it on here, Don? So Mr. McDaniel and Mr. Foxworth, listen, what I've got on this disposition, make sure we're on the same page. Restitution is $53.22, but then Florida statutes requires or authorizes or requires, I'm not sure which, at least authorizes a return check charge of $30. That's probably what the business was charged by the bank. Clerk's fee of $3.50 per payment, $370 court costs. The total you owe, everything together, is $456.72. That does not include cost of supervision because that's only for the month that you're on. Mr. Foxworth, knowing all of that, is this a plea you would like to enter, sir?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Mitchell's that agreeable with the state?
It is, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Foxworth, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest to the charge of issuing worthless check in case 23-362MM, withhold adjudication of guilt, sentence you to probation for 11 months and 29 days. The financial amounts will be the amounts I just placed on the record. Mr. Foxworth, two things. Number one, you can try to get off probation early. I make everybody do half their probation at least. So try to get everything done at 6 months. So we can get you off early, sir. The other thing is they're going to let you use the phone in just a few minutes to set up transportation. Then after you use the phone and you get dressed in your regular clothes, they're going to bring you to the courthouse because that's where the probation office is at. You'll meet with the probation officer here. They'll explain the probation to you. They'll give you a copy of all the rules in writing. They'll give you a chance to ask any questions, and then you'll be free to leave. So if you do call friends or family, you can tell them you can be picked up at the courthouse in probably 30 to 45 minutes. Mr. Foxworth, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Goodson?
Judge, the total you said included a $3.50 clerk's fee. I'm not going to put that on the probation order because he may pay the 83 at one time, or you may pay it in 5 payments. There would be a $3.50 difference between the total on the probation order versus the court disposition. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Foxworth, the clerk charges $3.50 per payment on restitution. So you're better off paying, it doesn't apply to court costs and fines. You're better off paying that $53.22 at one time if you can, not making multiple payments. It'll save you a little money, at least that part of it, okay? So, Mr. Foxworth, we'll see you at the courthouse in 30 to 45 minutes, okay?
Okay, thank y'all.
All right, welcome to the Courtroom Files Live once again, everybody, here on a Wednesday. Yes, we're working our way through it, folks. A few technical glitches along the way, but getting it all done here. We're just looking at first appearances here. Judge Wade Mercer in Jackson County, Florida.
Wednesday, probably be one day this week, could be today. It also wouldn't be shocking to me if it was the first of the week. But my guess is in the next couple of days, you're going to be in Washington County and you go to another first appearance there. Any questions?
No, sir.
Wish you the best, sir. We have Christopher Landry. Mr. Landry, good morning. Mr. Landry, I believe Ms. Colbert with the Sheriff's Department, Mr. McDaniel, perhaps some others have been working, trying to get you a placement. I want to ask that you listen to Mr. McDaniel. He's going to tell me what they've got worked out, and let's make sure this is what you want to do. Mr. McDaniel?
Judge, after drug court this morning, her and Corporal Jones is going to transport him over to Teen Challenge, where he's going to stay over there during this case, and hopefully see how things go over there with him.
So it's a conditional release with a condition that he go to Team Challenge and complete that program. Is that right, Mr. McDaniel?
Yes, Your Honor, and we're hoping he'll be. Yes, that is correct. I mean, I'm looking for him a place to live. So I mean, hopefully they like him so much that they give him a place to live. I don't, that's what we're hoping for.
All right, Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Gibson, anything?
Yes, sir. So he'll be placed back on conditional release with basically only condition to agree to appear in any time or place in court as directed. I assume Mr. McDaniel, I know he'll have a court date, but maybe we
I'm
can
hoping
get
the
to the
state-
state.
Yeah,
Maybe we can get to the
Well,
state.
I got a note to talk about the court date in just a second.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
figure that out in just a
Okay.
minute.
All right, so.
So he will have a condition, no new law violations and stay in the program.
Yes, sir.
No reporting, no supervision, just those conditions.
I'm gonna put, he will report to said facility today and be there by 4 PM or 5 PM. Is that sufficient?
I'm fine, whatever Ms. Corbett says she can do.
So the jail would need to bring him up so I can instruct him this morning, then he'll go back to jail. Judge, I did have his grandfather bring his medication yesterday morning. The officer that arrested Mr. Landry took his medication that he received the day before to the jail. So I would ask that the jail make sure when Ms. Culver picks him up, that his medication goes with him. Thank you.
Thank you. Corporal, did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mitchell, is that conditional lease with those conditions okay with the state?
That is agreeable with the state.
So let's talk about the court date. When I looked at it this morning, he has court date set for, I wrote it down, 11/4. So I don't think anybody wants him to come back for that arraignment date. So my plan was to go ahead and arraign him and give him a pretrial date, but I can't do that because it's such a new case. The state's not filing information. It's a brand new case. So I don't mind keeping 11/4, but I really don't think anybody wants him to, if he's doing well in the program, to have to come back or then bring him. I don't know if they will bring him. They won't bring him. That means somebody else will have to go get him and bring him back, and that's going to be difficult because this program's in Pensacola. So
Yeah, maybe that, I
Mr.
think the state
McDaniel-
will be okay with a Zoom hearing for him from Pensacola.
does she do that? Does Judge Garcia do that for arraignments?
Yes, Your Honor. There are some situations, I even observed one yesterday, where if they have someone like out of county and in another jail or in a situation that Mr. Landry's going to be in, they can Zoom him in and
So-
have him appear.
The question I have, Mr. Mitchell, is do you want him set on November 4th like he's currently set? Or would you prefer me to bump him back to a different arraignment so that y'all got more time to see how he's progressing in the program?
I think for right now, we can leave him on November 4th with the December arraignment date kind of being like a backstop.
Okay. So you've got court November 4th, Mr. Landry. I do not think you're going to be in court in person. What's probably going to happen is either they're going to let you appear remotely by computer, or they're going to pass that court date and just reschedule it to another court date. So Mr. Mitchell, please talk to the felony prosecutor so they know the background.
It's going to be Ms. Harris. I'll talk to her.
Okay. So Mr. Landry, I need you to go to this program and stay over there. Now, Mr. Landry, you understand what happens if you leave this program, correct?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
I'll
What
go
happened?
straight back to jail.
Nobody wants that, right?
No, sir.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Landry?
No, sir.
All right, so they'll get you over there today. Thank you to Chief Jeter. I think Ms. Corbett has to have someone travel with her. So Chief Jeter's asking one of the officers out there to go with her to deliver him to Pensacola. So thank you, Chief Jeter, for making that happen. So everybody's trying to help you. Now you got to do your part, stay out of trouble, follow the rules of that program, okay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Landry, we're kind of running out of options here. Mr. Landry, if you don't do what you're supposed to do in this case, there's not a whole lot else I can do. Mr. McDaniel's worked very hard to try to keep you on the straight and narrow. And Mr. Landry, I'm running out of options. Sooner or later, we've done all we can. The only thing left is jail or prison. And you're getting closer and closer to that point by continually get arrested. And you get more and more, these charges are getting more and more serious, it seems like. Now you're in felony court on this one. Any questions at all?
No, sir.
All right, I wish you the best, sir. Next case is Robert Carlton.
Thank you.
Mr. Carlton, good morning. Mr. Carlton, you're here because you've been accused of violating the terms of your state probation. I've got a copy of a warrant in front of me, Mr. Carlton. Judge Garcia, the circuit judge, has signed a no bond warrant. What I can do this morning is go ahead and get you arraigned and get you a lawyer appointed if you're asking for one. Mr. Carlton, are you asking for an attorney to be appointed to represent you?
Yes.
I'm going to appoint the public defender's officer to represent you. Mr. Carlton, listen to Mr. McDaniel. He's going to give you some information in the court date, and then I'll see if you have any questions.
Your Honor, we're going to plead not guilty. I sit this in November 6th pretrial docket, and I advise Mr. Green to come by and talk to him prior to that hearing.
Mr. Mitchell.
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Carlton, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, sir, wish you the best. Adam Lurch. Mr. Lurch, good morning. Mr. Lurch, you're here for one count of, you've been accused of one count of following, cyber stalking, or harassing another person. Mr. Lurch, there is probable cause in the case. In addition to that, you already have a pending case that you're out on bond for in Calhoun County with the same alleged victim. That court file shows a condition of no contact. Now, if that condition is modified, it's not in the court file yet. So sometimes that may happen. The judge may have changed it to no violent contact, or the judge may have allowed telephonic contact only. I have no idea. But the charge itself is enough to potentially violate your bond. I'm going to listen to the attorneys, and then I'm going to bond in Jackson County and the Calhoun County status. Mr. McDaniel.
Your Honor, Mr. Lurch had, voluntarily put himself into Chrome a few weeks ago. I guess he thought he needed some help. And during that time, the last couple of weeks, they did a background check and found out he had this warrant. He come over and turned himself in. I don't think I recall much of, or any criminal history. I don't think I recall. And I just went off my basic recollection from when I looked at it a month or two ago. But we'd ask the court maybe just to go ahead and allow him to go back over to Chrome, on some kind of condition release. And he's got a court that he'll probably have a court date on coming up, and he can walk over to Chrome court date if the court allows that. And obviously no contact with the victim.
Thank you, Mr. McDaniel. Mr. Mitchell.
Your Honor, at this time, state would be request we at least hold him. I don't know if you want to hold him for 7 days or just a few days to see what the status is of the Calhoun County case and whether or not that would be, his bond would be revoked as a result of this new law charge. So we'll leave that up to how long you want to hold him. But, if they determine that his bond isn't revoked and, there was an amendment to the conditions, we'd be fine with him getting a bond with the condition of he has to enroll in and complete Chrome.
So thank you both. So Mr. Lurch, Chrome might be an option eventually. There's no way I'm going to do it at this point because it appears you've ignored a prior judge's order of no contact. So I think it'd be foolish of me to think you're going to follow mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set your bond today. Your bond on the Jackson County charge is going to be $10,000 cash or surety with a condition of no contact with the alleged victim. I'm going to hold you for 7 days with no bond for Calhoun County. I'm going to ask Mr. Mitchell to notify the Calhoun County authorities of your arrest and the circumstances behind your charge, and it's up to them to decide if they're going to seek to revoke your bond or not. Now, having said that, if they do what Mr. McDaniel is suggesting, and they allow you to attend Chrome in the Calhoun County case, if they do that, I don't necessarily have a problem with allowing you to attend as part of a release here, but I'm not going to make that decision for them. I think that's their call since they have the bond condition before this charge even allegedly occurred. So right now, that's your status. I'm going to see you in 7 days. Mr. McDaniel, I saw.
My only question and concern, I guess, is with Jake. I mean, I know he filed this a month or so ago. I mean, I would have assumed that he would have told, and when I looked at it, there's nothing filed. So I kind of assumed they weren't going to do anything. A lot of times they don't. So Jake, did you not tell Calhoun County, your prosecutor or the judge over there when you filed this?
I didn't file.
I don't think Jake's involved in this. I think this was a warrant requested by law enforcement, and it's signed September 24th. So the warrant's 2 weeks old. So I don't think the state attorney's office is involved in this at all.
I didn't file on this one.
My bad. My bad.
That's okay. Come on, Mr. Lurch, I'll see you in 7 days, and we'll see what Calhoun County does. But if you'll notify Ms. Parrish of what's going on, Mr. McDaniel, she can deal with the Calhoun County end of it.
I'll let her know again, but I told her when it happened, when he got the warrant put on him. So, so she's aware of it.
Thank you. So next case is Nathan Hicks. Mr. Hicks, good morning. Mr. Hicks, you have a hold out of Coffee County, Alabama. Mr. Hicks, it appears to be a juvenile matter. So I was kind of confused why you were in our jail, but it looks like even though you have a juvenile charge there, you have already been moved to adult court in the state of Florida. So this is a juvenile charge in the state of Alabama. And Mr. Hicks, I know that you've had a chance to talk to Mr. McDaniel. I'll wait till you get through signing.
Yes, sir.
I know you've had a chance to talk to Mr. McDaniel about the waiver of extradition process. I'm going to assume that's what you just signed is a waiver of extradition. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about that process, Mr. Hicks?
No, sir.
Mr. Hicks, I'll see you in 15 days. If you're still here to give you an update, as you know, they have 30 days to pick you up. But if you're still here in 15 days, you'll come back to first appearance and we'll see where things stand, okay?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
It's the Courtroom Files live on a Wednesday, episode number 150 of our live show. We're hanging out with Judge Mercer for first appearances. I suppose we can stay here for just a little while longer and then we'll see where else we should go from there. But time is flying by.
Bullitt County, Kentucky.
So
we'll
see what's going on with Judge here.
On the date of the alleged crimes in the state of Kentucky, you now have a violation of county probation. So the first thing I got to do is get that county probation warrant served. That was signed this morning based upon Kentucky says that these crimes in Kentucky allegedly occurred in July of this year, which is after you were on probation here. So issue number one, I want to get this warrant out of the system and get it served. I'm going to ask that you listen to Sergeant Applewhite. We'll get this warrant served and then we'll go from there. Sergeant.
Thank you, Judge. Are you Dennis Adams?
Yes, sir.
And your date of birth is November 13 of 67?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Adams, in my hand, I have a copy of the warrant that Judge Mercer just mentioned to you that was signed this morning for your violation of county probation. Consider yourself served on this warrant. A copy will be provided to you sometime today.
Thank you, Sergeant. So they'll get that out there to you today. So you've got that VOP and you've got the waiver issue. Mr. McDaniel, does he want to do anything on the VOP to resolve it or just wait for now?
Hopefully we just resolve it all, Your Honor. But so on the VOP 25237 MM, we're going to admit the violated his probation. Understanding he's going to be sentenced to 30 days in the county jail. He'll have 3 days jail credit. I don't think there's any fine that's still owed in the case, and that'll resolve the VOP case.
Yeah, I paid everything.
So here's my question, Mr. Mitchell. Given the circumstances in the VOP, does the state have an objection to him serving that sentence in the state of Kentucky if he waives extradition?
No objection to that.
So Mr. Bullock, Mr. Clopton, excuse me, Wade, Mr. Adams, Bullock County. Mr. Adams, if Bullock County wants to come and get you, which they say they do, then what would happen is if you decide to waive extradition, you would go ahead and go up there. It may take them a week or 2 weeks to come get you, and you actually would finish the sentence in their county. Knowing all of that, is that the plea you would like to enter?
It seems the most feasible. Yes, sir.
Okay, and do you want to waive extradition to go to Bullock County and address the charges against you there?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Just wait for your sign.
Okay, so you do want to go deal with that. You want them to go and pick you up within 30 days and not have the right to have up to 90 days to get you. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I've got animals to feed.
And he's already signed that, Mr. McDaniel?
He has, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest, or actually it's an admission that you violated the terms of your probation, and that is in case number what? 25237 MM. In that VOP, I'm going to revoke your probation. I'm going to sentence you to 30 days in jail. But considering that you waive extradition, I'm going to allow you to serve that sentence in the state of Kentucky. It's going to take them several days, possibly even a few weeks normally to get here, to get you from that distance. If they decide they're not going to come get you for some reason, then we'll come back and see you at first appearance and see what's going on. If they dismiss the case, this is the only violation. So if they dismiss the case, Mr. McDaniel, we'll see him again at first appearance. If they don't come get you, then we'll figure it out. But if they come get you, you'll finish the sentence in the state of Kentucky. If you're still here in 15 days and they haven't picked you up, you'll come back to first appearance and I'll see where things stand on the transport. And Mr. Adams, do you have any questions?
No, but I just want to let you know, as I spoke to you last time, that I followed every bit. I paid everything up on my probation.
Any questions about what happened?
But as far as this, no, sir.
Okay, Mr. Goodson told us this morning that you've done everything you were supposed to. This is the only violation, but this allegedly occurred while you were on probation. I wish you the best, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Then we have Carrie Adams. Miss Adams, good morning. I'll wait till you get through signing. Yours is the same situation as Mr. Adams, except you don't have a VOP. You just have the Bullitt County, Kentucky warrant, and you just signed something. Can I assume that's a waiver of extradition you signed?
Yes,
They have 30 days to pick you up then. If you're still here in 15 days, ma'am, you'll come back to first appearance and we'll figure out where things stand with the transport. And I would expect they would transport you both at the same time from that distance. I don't think they're going to send 2 transport vans. Are you husband and wife? Is that your relationship? I see the same last name.
yes.
Okay, so you've got the same charge up there that he has, it appears, and I wish you the best. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, ma'am. Have a good day.
Don't think it's lost on me that we just had a couple named Adams, and then we had a Mr. Lurch just a little while ago. That's Florida for you. All right. Now we'll head back up to Michigan. I suppose we'll see what Judge Simpson is up to. We had some audio issues earlier, so you didn't hear some of this. So we'll go ahead and get you that and see what's happening.
He was here?
There we go.
Was the client here? Well, I'll pass it. And he's either going to come back or wander for a while. Waiting on. Oh, there they are. Court does call the case of the people versus DeMarcus, Washington.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Washington. State your name for the record, please.
DeMarcus Washington.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Washington is also before Your Honor for a show cause. He is being held, I believe, on no bond before Judge Perry until at least the 27th of this month. So he'll be in custody for the next couple of weeks. I'd ask for an adjournment of the show cause.
Is that the only thing holding him now?
Yes, sir.
That?
Yeah.
And you see her on the 27th?
Yeah, it is.
Is there any, I mean, I realize I can't guarantee, is there any expectation as to?
I don't know. Do you think you're gonna get out of it?
Yeah, I should get out on the 27th, back on probation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're on probation, you're locked up at this point,
That would
and
mean-
then you expect to go back on probation?
Yes, sir.
Then let's do this. I'll adjourn this then to January 14th, 2026, 9 a.m. Don't forget, okay? I'm gonna put it out of ways, so maybe what you can do is get your stuff together. You're welcome. All right, thank you. Why is she still here? Serps. Isn't she supposed to?
For educational. Lola, Your Honor.
Pardon?
For educational purposes, for my intern Lola, Your Honor.
Did she introduce me to Lola? She just threw that name out. I don't even know if that's her name. Cause you can't trust her. She telling you, I don't think that's her intern. Cause they told me they were giving her one. Cause the last 4 she didn't treat right. That's what I heard. I'm just saying, it's rumor, but I don't know.
Those are 3 interns I didn't know that I had, so it's interesting.
Wow. That's like I lost my children. Do we know where Mr. Bird is?
Oh, you're right.
Can you check Miss? Thank you, Miss Pate. See, Miss Pate is always so nice and orderly and everything.
That's ironic.
Perny didn't even bother to get up as she was putting that kind bar into her mouth. And Zerbs is, so why is that your intern?
Ava is my intern.
Okay, hello Ava. And you make her get you stuff?
I know. It's really an intern.
This is wrong. This is so wrong. This is like, that's intern abuse.
Good morning, Jan.
Wow.
Live in the flesh.
They told me you were here.
Oh, yeah.
I look so happy. Let's see, what's this? Ipsy? Okay. Thank you, Ian.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf.
Let me call the case.
Oh, I thought.
Cuff case. People versus Vincent Dunlap.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf of Vincent Dunlap. I don't have any excuses. I tried giving him.
I have a message
Okay.
from your client.
Well, what does it say?
You really want to know?
Please.
It says, he called, says he will be running late to his hearing and that he's currently on his way. And that came into us at 10:35. So about 10 minutes ago.
9.
He's in Ipsy. He should be here.
Okay. That's no problem. I'll be waiting on.
You want me to pass it?
If you please could.
Still at.
Pretty please.
For you, sir, anything.
I appreciate it.
I will pass it. If he doesn't show up. What was that one? Saying, you know how it works.
Sure, I got you.
All right. They can remain seated.
Let's turn it off.
What?
Do you want us to turn it off?
You want me to wait till I say something, or you just rushing me? Never mind. Court stands in recess.
All right. Well, Judge Simpson goes into recess. And let's see what's going on elsewhere. We have a few different places I suppose we could go. Wasn't ready for. Do you want to go back to? Let's see. We could go back to Judge Dad. We could go over to Judge Mom. Here's why we haven't gone to Judge West or Judge Stevens, because they have trials. We generally don't do long form trials here. Because you kind of join in the middle and these things can run really long and we'd have to sit here all day and figure it out. Even though these are compelling, I've been kind of keeping an eye on a couple of these trials, but Judge Boyd's not there. We have, I suppose, well, you know what we should do? We should go back to Judge Mercer. And we love first appearances.
And Ms. McDowell, did you hear that agreement, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Ms. McDowell, do you have any questions about that agreement?
No, sir.
Is that the plea that you would like to enter?
Yes, it is.
The individual in the courtroom have any questions? I'm not sure if you're alleged victim or if you're family. I have no idea what the relationship is, if you're alleged victim or family. Any questions? No questions? All right, Mr. McDowell, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest in case 25472 MM to the charge of violation of injunction for protection, ma'am. I'll wait till you get through signing that waiver of rights form before I go forward. I'm going to withhold you of guilt. I'm going to sentence you to 60 days in jail, give you credit for 31 days you've already served, order court costs and fines of $370. Ms. McDowell, that means you have 29 days left at most. When I say at most, that means you may or may not get some game time under Florida law. Ms. McDowell, no probation to follow in this sentence. You finish this, these few weeks you have left and this case is over. Ms. McDowell, do you have any questions?
No, sir, Your Honor. Thank you very
All right,
much.
ma'am. You're welcome. I wish you the best, ma'am.
Your Honor, can I say something about this right quick? Dad,
McDowell, Mr. Mitchell wants to say something.
and I'm sure Mr. McNally has already said this to her, but that injunction is still active and will remain active. So stay away from the victim in this case after she's done.
Yes, sir, I understand completely.
They got mediation scheduled. Obviously, it does not apply to the mediation that you got the divorce case, you know what I mean? So, you know, just.
Yeah, except for that.
And then we have one
Good
more young
morning.
man in the back. Sir, are you here for a case?
Yes, sir.
What case? Merritt? Randy Merritt, insert your relationships. I can tell her who's here. Father? Mr. Merritt, come on up, please.
No, she's, I'm just gonna ask for, another court date, pretrial and arraignment date. I suspect the court may want to listen to from the father, the state may want to. I know what he's gonna say. And she's just not, Miss Robinson, I've tried. I apologize, but you know about it.
I know what Mr. Mitchell, I'm looking at Mr. McDaniel's notes that he sent the email on. And there are potential competency issues, right, Mr. McDaniel?
Correct.
And she's previously been in Florida State Hospital, is that right, sir?
Yes, sir. Twice.
Okay. So the offer was, what, 60 days in jail, and she has 49 days she's been there.
Yeah.
So before I hear from the father, if he wants to say anything, as far as court dates today, Mr. McDaniel, what court date are you asking should be brought back? Would it be on the 60-day mark or would it be some other date?
November 12th and November 17th trial date. Tentatively the trial date. I don't think there's no way I'm even going to clear out on 60 days. She's not confident.
Mr. Mitchell.
The only thing I have to add is that an information has been filed, so there's no issue like regarding speedy in this, but I have no objection to setting it for November 12th and the 17th.
And Mr. Robinson, I told you, and I've already talked to the nurse about it. And before she leaves this jail, she's going to be Baker acted and sent to the, the Baker facility. That's the best I can do. I know you want me to send her to Chattahoochee, but I can't do that. I will. When she walks out of this jail, though, she will be going to the Baker facility in Panama City.
They feel confident she does qualify for Baker Act?
Absolutely.
So, sir, you've probably been told this already, but you can't go to Florida State Hospital on a misdemeanor charge. It has to be a felony. Do you have any questions or anything you think we need to know?
I tell you the truth. We've been going with this for 17 years. Brandon's a sweet person. Brandon is a smart person. She graduated with honors in school in Malone High School. But here come a baby. Her name is Michaela. And then the main thing is, right, she actually saw her mama die right in front of her. And then I'm living in the house that me and my ex-wife built in 1988. And we thought that Brandon would go ahead on and do what she needed to do to take care of the situation. But Judge, she's not gonna take it. She's been to Chattahoochee twice, and she thinks she don't need to take it. Now going to imminent court, I got here that they don't even want her dying there.
When you say she's not going to take it, you talking about a medication?
Yes, sir.
She just won't take the medication they tell her she needs.
Okay. She won't take it. And we've been going through this. I'm back up a little bit. Once Brandon got out the state hospital, 1 week. 1 week. And after that 1 week, right, she started doing all kind of crazy stuff. All right, the last time I actually laid my eyes on Brandon, right, was May 18th. And she was living out there to the Interstate 10 and hotels out there. They put her from out there. And then she come on the west side. And then she was living in the Cumberland Lodge or Cumberland
Lodge.
Okay. Then she left there. See, people always would see Brandon, Judge Mercer, and they would call me, and they would call my oldest daughter. And I would go. A lot of times I didn't feel like going, but I would go because that's my daughter. And I don't want her to be on the streets, right? Because people have almost ran over Brandon. She looked like she don't have no fear and danger. But what she's doing, she's endangering herself.
When she was at Florida State Hospital, was she there under a court order or was she there voluntarily? So she had a criminal charge somewhere that sent her to Florida State Hospital? Is that right?
Judge Mercer,
I'm just trying to find out how she was at Florida State Hospital. Did she have a criminal case or was it a civil commitment? Do you know? Do you know what county she was sent to Florida State Hospital? Was it Jackson County or was it somewhere else?
Well, it was now I put it this way. When she was in Geneva, Alabama for 6 months, okay, then she supposedly came back to Geneva, right, but she wouldn't go. So therefore, right, they released her from Geneva, Alabama, right, and took all the charges away from Brandon. We brought her across the line. The county sheriff picked her up, and took her to criminal court. And 1 hour, and back in jail in the city, Panama City jail in Panama City. They contacted me and everything, right? So I don't know if it was a civil case. I don't know if it was a criminal case, but I knew who sent her to the Chattahoochee, right? It has to be the psychiatrist that she went through for evaluation. There's a center there.
The reason I'm asking that question is if I can find out the answer to that question, I can find out if it's possible for them to do it again, if that case is still open. I have no idea whether it is or not. So I'm trying to see what we got.
Looks like maybe something in 2024. No.
There's a CF in Bay County in 24.
We did a bench, we did a
other order. Hang on just a second. Order judging incompetent to proceed. No, order judging defendant competent to proceed. That surprises me. So in Bay County in January of this year, she was adjudged to be competent. In that case,
looks like it was probably let down by the looks of it.
it does. It looks like the state then transferred it to a misdemeanor. Is that misdemeanor still open?
No, it looks like it's been closed. She looks like she's put the time served.
So your belief is she would need, what she really needs is to go back to Florida State Hospital. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, Judge, because see, Judge, I tell you, this got him too. Brandon, when I went to see Brandon the last time when she's in the state hospital, we had a wonderful time. The minute I went and picked Brandon up, 1 week, that's all she took, 1 week. Her doctor is Dr. Sanchez down here on Daniel Street on the corner there. I was trying to get her to go back to Dr. Sanchez so that he can put her on some medication. She was on a medication called Haldol, and it caused all kind of problems and everything, right? And liver problems, whatever. It was causing a lot of problems. So they took off of that, right, and put on another drug, right? And when she was in state hospital, right, we had a one for time. I took $20 in there, right, and she almost ate $18 of the stuff up. But soon as she got out, I went pick her up. 1 week, she took the medication, and I heard her pressure down the commode. I said, "Oh, that mercy." I said, "Brandon, if you don't take it, it'll mess around and you will have a brain tumor because you cannot deal with these demons." That's what it is, a natural demon that she's dealing with. And she thinks that she don't need this medication. And she needs this medication because if she don't need it, right, she will be acting like she acted.
Okay, I'm reading the complaint in this case
Yes, sir.
because she's accused of resisting an officer without violence.
This last case?
That's one she's got right now. She's got that. She's got a trespass and resisting an officer without violence.
Yes, sir.
Because I was curious about whether or not the state might review that for the possibility of being a felony charge. There's another charge called resisting an officer with violence, and that charge requires doing violence or threatening to do violence to an officer. So my question was whether or not she may qualify for a felony, but this does not appear to be even a threat of violence. I don't see a threat of violence in there at all. So the bottom line is, even if I want to send her today, if I wanted to, and Mr. Mitchell agreed and Mr. McDaniel agreed, we can't send her to Florida State Hospital. Florida State Hospital will not accept under Florida law a misdemeanor transfer. We simply can't do it. So even though I don't have any reason to doubt anything you're saying, I can't do anything in this case about it. Unfortunately, under Florida law, she can only go to Florida State Hospital in a criminal case if it's a felony charge. So all I can do today, and Mr. McDaniels can only do so much. All I can do today is if it's not been dismissed yet, Mr. Mitchell's not dismissing the case at this point, is set it for another court date, give them time to try to see if they can figure something out. Sooner or later, Mr. Mitchell's going to have to make a decision, and that decision is, do we go to trial or do we dismiss the case? Now, if he says we go to trial, then Mr. McDaniels got to decide if he thinks she's competent to go to trial or not. And that's going to depend upon her mental state at that time. The only thing we can do is has life management seen her at the jail, Mr. McDaniel?
She refuses, Your Honor, and she also refuses to take any medication. I mean, I'm hoping when she gets over to Baker Act facility, they force it to her. If she does not take it over there, I'm sure they'll probably end up sending her to Chattahoochee. I think that they may, but.
Let me explain that to her father. So, sir, what that means is before she leaves the jail, if the jail thinks she's a danger to herself or danger to others, the jail has an obligation. They can't just let her leave. They must do what's called a Baker Act. If they do a Baker Act, have you been through a Baker Act process before? You have. So the Baker Act, she goes to usually Bay Behavioral or Emerald Coast, somewhere down on the coast. They evaluate her. If the doctor there says it's so bad she needs inpatient treatment, that doctor can send her to somewhere like Florida State Hospital on a civil commitment, not a criminal commitment, a civil commitment. So she can go on a civil commitment even if she's not charged with a felony, but she can't go on a criminal commitment charged with a misdemeanor only. So that may be the end result, is you may get her where you think you need to get her there, but the only way that'll happen is if the doctor down there feels like that's the only option he has or she has for what's best for Miss Merritt. But as far as our misdemeanor case we have today, all we can do is try to get it resolved. I can't commit her anywhere. I don't have a problem letting her go to get the Baker Act done, but I don't know how that helps you. She may be in the Baker Act facility 3 days. They may turn her loose, or they may determine she's so bad that she needs more in-depth treatment than just what a 2 or 3 day commitment. Normally a Baker Act is about 3 days, probably 80 or 90% of the time. The other 10 to 20% of the time, the doctor down there will say this person's so bad they need much more in-depth treatment than we can deal with in 2 or 3 days.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What should I do with this Baker Act here?
What Baker Act is that? Is that one that you filed on her?
Yes, sir.
When is that one filed? And is it signed by a judge?
No, they told me that, Mr. McNally told me to just hold up.
I'm gonna take care of that. I'm gonna do
I
that.
think he's saying the jail,
I'm gonna
the
do it.
jail's gonna do one. The jail said that they're gonna do one, but they're not even gonna do one until she's released from this criminal case. So Mr. Mitchell's got to make that call on whether he can go forward or not with the case.
Around that 60-day mark, I probably should have my decision made. So give it about a week or something.
And she's at 40 something days now.
Yeah, so a little close to a week, I should have my final decision made.
I wish there were other options, but you've got the criminal process and then you've got a possible civil process. The criminal process is very limited because she's a misdemeanor case. The civil process may be the best option in her case. When you say she saw her mother die in front of her,
Yes,
how
sir.
old was she when that happened?
Well,
It's a simple question. How old was she when that happened? I've got other cases to hear. I'm just trying to.
Brandon is 42 years old now, so she had to be about in her 40s, 41, 42.
A car accident, or her mother was murdered, or was a car accident?
No. Debbie had a lot of problems. Debbie had liver problems. She had diabetes.
Yes, sir. How did her mother pass away? I've got to get other cases. I'm just trying to.
All right. This is how it happened. Brandon was sitting in the car,
Yes, sir.
and Debbie come out the house that I'm living in now, and got in the car, and she kept herself with the seatbelts on and everything, right? And these are the last words that she said, "I'm ready." And when she said, "I'm ready," her head hit the window, the passenger in the window, and she was dead.
Aneurysm or what?
Well, they said a heart attack.
Oh my goodness.
Because blood started running down her nose and blood started running down her ears.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry we can't do more for you in this case, but the criminal justice system is not designed to help individuals who are not criminals. And it sounds like everything's driving this as a mental health issues,
Yes, sir.
not what we normally, we see a lot of mental health issues, but unfortunately on a misdemeanor case, there's not much we can do. But we'll set it for November 12th and we'll see what happens between now and then, okay?
12th.
Yes, sir.
Can I write this down?
Absolutely. And it may be dismissed before then. Mr. Mitchell will have to make that decision because he said about 60 days, he'll make a call. That 60 days will expire in about 2 weeks.
Okay, let me say something, Joe. All right. Ms. Mitchell, if you cannot get Brenda to take that medicine, okay, what's gonna happen?
Well, more likely, it's like Mr. McDaniel said, that once she's released, she's going to be Baker acted. And then after that, the healthcare facility there will probably make that determination. If they can't have her take her medication at all, they may say, okay, like the judge mentioned, she qualifies to go to Florida State Hospital. That's pretty much just where we stand right now.
Well, this is the problem I'm having too, okay? Once Brandon went to Chattahoochee the second time, she went through all the psychiatrists and answered all the questions. 5 days later, I'm going to pick her up.
Yeah, I have absolutely no control over that. I run very little. I don't even run this much. I listen to Mr. Goodson on most of the stuff I'm told to do.
Yes, sir.
I can't say I started to say I run my house, but that'd be a lie too. But I wish you the best, sir, and we'll do everything we can to help her. It's just I can't do a whole lot in this case.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming for your daughter, though, and
Oh, yeah.
supporting her.
My name's Ruben. I met you the other day in Greenwood.
That's where I saw you
Yes, sir.
at the
Yes, sir.
IGA.
Yes, sir. How are them horses?
Yeah, yep. I went this morning and got me something there. It's good stuff there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time and effort.
Thank you, Mr.
Whatever we
Rubin.
can do, help us out.
I'll do anything I can. I wish you the best. I'm sorry for the situation y'all find yourself in, but I do appreciate you supporting your daughter.
Oh, yeah. I've been with her ever since whatever she been in, after mama died, even when her mama was living, I was right there with her.
Yes, sir.
And we were divorced, but I took care of her, the mama.
Thank you, Mr. Rubin.
Yes, sir.
Well, that is quite an intense case right there, and certainly a lot of thoughts on that. Sounds a little bit like kind of the topic we were addressing last night on Sidebar, which, of course, you can join us for each Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. East, 5 p.m. Pacific. We talk about all of those kinds of things and so much more, and you never know what kind of hard right turn we might take thanks to, well, a certain member of the panel. Whose name rhymes with Kaylee. All right. Well, speaking of a hard right turn, let's go in a little bit of a different direction. We haven't checked in with the Louisiana Board of Paroles and Pardons this morning, so let's go over there and see what's going on and get ready for Denied.
Good morning. My name is Pete Freeman. I will be the acting chair today. To my left is Mr. Tillis. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. We will comprise your panel today. With staff at headquarters, please introduce yourself. Jalen Cavalier. Okay. Do you have anybody? I see that. With the gentleman behind you, please introduce yourself.
Lieutenant Todd Roberts, Security. Warden Jason Burns, Steve Oil Program.
Okay, I thank y'all for having us today. Gentlemen, is there anything that y'all would like to tell us about Mr. Basco?
Mr. Basco has had a couple of disciplinary reports. I don't know if you have those.
Yes, sir, I do.
Wasn't sure if that was the reason to start this or not.
Yeah, that is. What happened? You got in a fight?
Yes, sir.
More than one?
No, sir, just one.
Okay. So that got you put out of the ship shop program. Mr. Burns, tell us about the status of that.
So he's been participating in the program.
Oh, he's back in the program?
No, sir. No, sir. He was before the incident. He was participating, taking his classes, and the incident got him removed from treatment. But before the incident, he was participating.
Okay, and how long was he there before the incident?
2 months, is that correct?
4
months, 4 months.
So he had 4 months of treatment. What you fighting for, man? You got a big break. I mean, come on.
The guy,
position.
I chose the wrong friend, man, and I fell back from him, and he spit in my face, and we started fighting.
Let's see, what's the reason we put you there? Do you remember? What kind of violation you had that we sent you there for substance
I
abuse?
violated the restraining order.
A restraining order. Yeah, I remember now.
Yes, sir.
Here it is right here. Violated protective order on 10/9/24 in which you subsequently arrested by revenue sheriff. Mr. Burns, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but do you think that was long enough treatment or what? Because I can't let him out there if I think he may be a threat to society.
No, sir. We definitely needed him in there for 6 months to finish everything. I'm not sure. Had you started domestic violence yet?
No, sir.
Yeah. So he was about getting really close to start his domestic violence class, which he needed.
That's what we need. And there's no way we can recycle him. This is it.
Well, that's up to y'all, sir. If you want to give him another shot.
I would like to if you do it for me.
So do you want to start him over again?
No, sir. No, sir. I want to start him up wherever you were at the end. Look, I'm going to tell you, man, you get a write-up on Mr. Burns. If he gives you any problem, let us know, man. We're going to revoke you and you can do your time, okay?
Okay, so are you gonna start me up where I was?
We'll get with you. We'll work on your.
Wherever they start, you'll be happy because the other alternative isn't real good. But my board members also have to vote on this. I'm ready to vote. Is the panel ready to vote?
Yes.
My vote today is to not revoke and recycling through the program. And, Mr. Burns, I really appreciate this. And I can tell you, Mr. Basco, better make it. All right? Tillis?
My vote also is to do not revoke, so I'll give you another shot.
And Ms.
And I concur with my colleagues.
Okay, good luck to you, man. Thank you very much, Mr. Burns. Signing off at Bossier at 8:57.
Wow. Well, that was very quick, and it's not a denied. It's actually kind of a approved. So, yeah, they did not revoke. That's interesting. All right. Well, that went a little bit faster than anticipated. You never know what you're going to get here on TCF Live. That's the beauty of a live show. That's why we have live shows. So let's see. Judge West, all these, we have a lot of trials going on. Pretty interesting, kind of a weird day in the court world. Naturally, it's a weird day when I am filling in for Dan. By the way, it's the Courtroom Files Live, episode number 150 of the live show. Michael Groff filling in for Dan Soul. He'll be back tomorrow morning, so you can be rid of me and the technical problems and just have Dan and Ellie back here. So, in the meantime, I suppose we can go back to Judge Mercer for a few minutes. Maybe we'll go somewhere else and then we'll wrap things up for a Wednesday. How does that sound?
So he has his phone number, so he just needs to contact him when he gets out of here. And if he wants to work out something on his driver's license, he needs to go see the clerk today.
All right, thank you. Thank you both. Wish you the best, sir.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
So that's it on the arraignment docket. Let me go back to the pretrial docket then, Mr. McDaniel. You look at me, did I miss one? On the pretrial docket, the next case is State versus Travis Hayes, 25-418 MM. Mr. Hayes, good morning. Mr. Hayes, listen to Mr. McDaniel, your attorney on the charge of petty theft. Mr. McDaniel.
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Hayes. At this point in time, he's going to plead no contest. The charge is listed. The understanding he'll be sentenced to 60 days in county jail. He'll have 60 days jail credit, be a $370 fine. He'll have 30 days to make that payment to the clerk's office if he wants to, or his license may be suspended. And he has signed his plea waiver form, waiving his right to a jury trial and call witnesses. So you just.
Mr. Mitchell, is that agreeable with the state?
That is agreeable with the state, Your Honor.
Mr. Hayes, do you have any questions about that, sir?
No, sir.
Mr. Hayes, is that the plea you would like to enter?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hayes, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest to the charge of petty theft in case 25-418 MM. Judge you guilty, sentenced you to 60 days in jail. But Mr. Hayes, you've already done the 60 days. So essentially, this is a time served off. There is $370 court costs and fines required by state and county law. And you have 30 days from your release from custody to either get on a payment plan with the clerk's office or pay that in full, or they will send it to the state of Florida under Florida law and your license gets suspended. So you need to check with the clerk's office when you get out. Mr. Hayes, they'll do a warrant check on you. I don't know of any other warrants. As long as you don't have any other warrants, you're going to get out of jail this morning. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Wish you the best, sir. And we have Yahimanuel Yisrael. Case 25-417 MM, charged with one count of battery. And Mr. Yisrael, good morning. Mr. Yisrael, I've already appointed the public defender's office to represent you. Please listen to Mr. McDaniel, your attorney, sir.
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Israel. He's going to plead no contest to a amended charge of simple battery. I don't know if it's charged as simple battery. That's what he's going to plead to. 64 days in jail, credit for 64 days, adjudicate guilty, $722 fine. And he has the same 30 days to try to work out a payment plan if he has driver's license, or, if he's going to try to keep those driver's license. He also, I'm going to let him know that I'm not sure. I think his mother does want him back over there, but he needs to contact his mother and talk to her. I know she's in Texas right now, before he just goes home because, you know, no issues with him being over there. But I don't think, I'm 99% sure she wants him back home, but, I'm just advising him before he goes over there, he should call his mom and make sure, have a conversation with her before he goes back over there.
Thank you, Mr. McDaniel. Mr. Mitchell, is that agreeable with the state?
It is, Your Honor, and Mr. McDaniel said what I was going to say right there.
Thank you. Mr. Yisrael, did you hear that agreement, sir?
Did you hear what he said? What it said? You'd say yes. Or did you hear what it said? What part?
Yes,
Is this the plea you would like to enter, Mr. Yisrael?
yes,
Right, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest in case 25-417 MM to the charge of simple battery. Mr. Yisrael, I'm going to judge you guilty of that. I'm going to sentence you to 64 days in jail, but you have credit for 64 days you've already served. I'm going to order $722 court costs and fines. That'll be reduced to a civil judgment, but like Mr. McDaniel just said, the clerk's office is required by state law to suspend your driver's license or to ask the state of Florida to suspend your driver's license if you don't pay that within 30 days or get on a payment plan with them. Mr. Yisrael, they'll do a warrants check on you, sir. I don't know of any other warrants. As long as you don't have any other warrants, you're going to be released today. Do you have any questions?
no, sir.
Wish you the best, sir. Mr. McDaniel, that's everything I had on my pre-trial docket. Anything else from the public defender's office?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Corporal Drown, anything else for the jail this morning?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell with the state.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Stone, anything? Mr. Goodson? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our first appearances, our misdemeanor in custody arraignments, and our misdemeanor in custody pre-trials. We're all done with all that for today. It's 9:36 and court is adjourned.
All right, that is Wade Mercer. And first appearance is wrapping up over there. We have a few minutes left in the show. Let's risk it. All right, let's go back to Louisiana. Let's see what's going on over there, the Board of Pardons and Paroles, and see if we can get it denied.
Okay, good morning. Parole board's called back to order. We are now at St. John the Baptist Detention Center. We're here for a revocation hearing on Kennedy Jackson. Mr. Jackson, state your name and DLC number for the record. You're on mute. You're on mute. Hey, sir, before you leave, I'd like to get your name, please.
He's on mute. You can't hear.
You're still on mute. Oh, so he didn't know how to take it off on you.
All right, glad to see I'm not the only one that's having some technical issues this morning. Now, I guess we'll nudge this forward a little bit and see. I thought that, there we are.
I can hear y'all now.
There we
Can you
go.
hear us now?
Yes, Mr. Jackson, state your name and DLC number.
My name is Kennedy Jackson, 297999.
Corporal
Okay.
Clark Smith, St. John Sheriff's Office.
Okay, Mr. Smith, do you have anything to tell us about Mr. Jackson? Any problems since he's been in there?
No, sir. No problem since he's been in here.
Okay, we needed to know. Okay, Mr. Jackson, do you have your parole questionnaire with you? We'll put one up on is that the paper where you realize you're not eligible for an attorney?
I'm not eligible.
No, you're not eligible for an attorney. If you want an attorney, you'd have to pay for one.
Okay, well, I'll pay for one.
Okay, so you don't want to proceed today? You'd rather get an attorney?
Yes, because I still have 2 open charges.
Oh, that's better anyway, because if you got 2 open charges, we want them disposed before you come. Okay, so as per the offender's request, we're We're going to continue this hearing if it's okay with my colleagues.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's take a vote. My vote is to continue the hearing till said charges are disposed and subject hires his own attorney.
I concur.
And Ms. Stapleton.
And I concur also.
Okay, we'll get back with you as soon as your charges are finished.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, good luck. Signing off.
All right. Nothing in depth over there. The Louisiana Board of Paroles and Pardons equivalent of bond will continue. All right. Well, let's see. Where else can we go to wrap up the show today? I guess we'll just play it safe. We'll go back to Judge Dad. Let's see. I don't know if we can go back. Let's see. All right. My mouse. There we go. Mouse is working. There we are. We're back to Judge Dad. Let's see what he's got going on.
The third, 25B149434, A, B, C, and 25B149431.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Corey Westmore appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, please state your full name for the record.
Morning, Your Honor. Sean was third. I gave my consent to the
I'm sorry? We give your consent to the court?
I'm sorry, Mr. Light, Zoom court.
Well, don't worry about it. You got a good lawyer here. Sir, first of all, for purposes of arraignment, does he stand mute and wait formal reading on all of these cases?
That's correct.
So I'm entering not guilty pleas on all these cases. The prosecutor has sent something in here saying that defendant will plead guilty to concealing, am I right? Concealing stolen property and resist, hinder, and obstruct an officer.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And then the other two will be dismissed, contributing to the delinquency of a minor and possession of a concealed weapon. True?
That's correct, Judge. And we'd be asking for consideration for YTA or high.
Okay. So if you plead guilty here on these two charges, possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all that. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand and advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that? So you understand the possible penalties. Again, I'm going to repeat them. Up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all of those, right? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you understand that I will likely give this HIDA consideration and will probably take it under HIDA. Does he have a record on any of these?
I don't believe so, Your
Or any, do you have a criminal record at all, sir?
I'm sorry.
I can't hear you.
He had a previous charge that was dismissed. so
That doesn't count.
I think so.
All right. So you understand everything I've said.
Yes, sir.
And if I take it under HIDA, I'm going to defer the proceedings, set terms and conditions. And if you're compliant, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the case. Do you understand that? All right. You understand all your rights?
Yes, sir.
You plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions before I go on?
Starting either next, I don't know which week it is, but around October 17th, can I be able to like visit my dad?
All right. Let's talk about that later. Okay. Let's talk about that later. Hang on. Just relax. You charge, resist, and obstruct an officer. How do you plead? To the charge concealing stolen property. How do you plead? Were you on Pennsylvania Road near Inkster in Brownstown, July 24 of 25 at 6:18 in the morning? Did you conceal stolen property? And if so, where did you conceal it? What kind of property it was?
Where did I conceal it? Yeah,
What kind of stolen property was it? And did you know that the gift card was stolen?
Yes.
And yet you put it in your pocket? Yes? Yes? You got to keep your voice up. What was the value of the gift card?
$10. Approximately close.
What did you do to resist and obstruct an officer? Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty? I'll accept your plea to concealing stolen property. I'll accept your plea to resist and obstruct an officer. I'm gonna take them under HIDA. I'll refer you for a pre-sentence report. I'm gonna set a bond here. What? Hang on a second. This kind of floors me. Where did you get the gift card at?
Frank.
Do you work?
I'm trying to get a job.
Lisa, I don't know if there's, were you fingerprinted?
At the station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you were. Now I see that. Okay. All right. This just doesn't make any sense to me. You seem like a nice kid.
Go through a lot, bro. That's the only reason why.
You go through a lot of what?
Go through a lot. That's why I get in trouble. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What do you mean you go through a lot?
Bro. That's why I got just had. I got the game. I've been through a lot.
I'm not understanding, sir. You got what? You got a burn?
This is like, man, I was just telling you the reason why I do the stuff I do because I go through stuff.
What do you mean go through stuff?
Like a person, like
Okay.
yeah.
Have you ever talked to a psychiatrist or a mental health professional?
Oh.
Did you graduate high school? Who do you live with? And you live on Dayton Court in Westland? I mean, you're in here over $10. That's silly. Right? You're in here because you took $10? Right?
Sir.
Am I right or wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me. Where have you applied to get work at?
Harvard. Yeah, it's just Harvard. I went to Street. I went. Me and my mom been applying for jobs, so we just raising somebody that they respect.
All right. First one, bottom. Pre-sentence report. $500 personal bond, okay? There's a bond, and I'm gonna just say no contact with prosecution witnesses. Again, I'm dismissing the contributing to delinquency of a minor 434C. And dismissing possession of concealed weapon 49434B. No contact with prosecution witnesses. You're not to possess firearms or dangerous weapons. You cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm ordering pre-sentence reports on the 2 remaining cases. You're going to go down the hall, get your notice, and then you'll go over to probation where you'll be interviewed. We doing the 22nd, Lisa?
Yes, 8:30.
At 8:30 in the morning. Okay, sir. So go down the hall, get your notice, get your bond sheet, and then go over to probation across the hall where you'll be interviewed. Okay? I want you to tell them about, you're going through things so that they can make sure to investigate that a little bit. And they can make recommendations to me. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
When did you drop out of school?
That's very.
All right. Have you figured out what kind of jobs you can get with no diploma?
I'm only, job work.
Yeah,
I'm about to do job work.
okay.
Trying to get a GED.
Do that. Do that for yourself. You can do that. Pick up the books and start studying. You'll feel a lot better about yourself, okay? All right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Good luck. Jesse Lee Stroud. Do I have him in here? Get your lawyer. Mr. Gates, which one do you have?
Nathaniel Lake, Judge. He's one of the 3 co-defendants.
Nathaniel Joseph Lately, 245B149241. A, B, C, and 25B149362.
Good morning, Judge. Madam Gates, on behalf of Mr. Lately, state your full name and record. My name is Nathaniel Joseph Lately. For record purposes, Judge will stand and agree.
All right. Men are not guilty pleas on all these cases. There was no disposition here, correct?
There was, Judge.
She didn't write anything down. Let me see here. Maybe I'm wrong.
This sheet, one of, my.
She's got the prosecutor request from defendant $50 pursuant to cost of recovery ordinance. I didn't see where she wrote anything else up.
My apologies, sir.
You're okay. You want to take it back?
Yeah, let me take it back then.
You can get it right in front of Tabitha here. Jesse Lee Stroud, 25B149374A and B.
Very short, but. Again, good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Attorney Michael.
Your name, sir?
Jesse Lee Stroud.
Does he stand mute, wait for a reading for purposes of a rating?
He does. Judge Michael, MP 65417 on behalf of Mr.
The
Stroud.
prosecutor agrees to take this plea. They're going to offer 7411 and defective equipment to be dismissed. True?
Yes, and one housekeeping measure, Judge, on the advice of rights, my client is now domiciled in the state of Michigan, and his Michigan address and information is on the advice.
Lisa, can you pull that out? It's at 24420. You had enough of that hot weather in Texas, huh?
Yeah, I lost my job and I left everything to sports to come back to Michigan.
Is this apartment 15?
Yes, there's.
Yes, the defective.
All right. So I'll dismiss the defective equipment. He's going to plead on the drug charge 7411. If you plead to that, sir, under local ordinance, possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all of those penalties. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you just sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights.
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions before I ask you how you plead? To the charge possession of controlled substance, how do you plead?
Here.
Were you on Telegraph near West in Brownstown, September 2 of 25 at 10:29 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Were you in possession of a controlled substance?
Yes, sir.
What kind?
Diazepam.
Okay.
2 pills.
And it was not prescribed, correct?
No, yeah.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, yeah.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, yeah.
I'll take it under 7411. I find to be made voluntarily and understanding of defective equipment charge. Being hereby is dismissed. I'm going to order a screening and assessment. I'm going to order $1,000 personal bond. You don't have to post any money, but here are your bond conditions. Does he have any prior drug offenses?
No, Judge.
You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana. Also, you are to go to Brownstown to get fingerprinted and photographed by 1 p.m. today. You're going to go over down the hall. We're going to give you a court date. I'll tell you what that is. Then you'll go down the hall and get your notice. And then you'll go over to probation. You'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed. And then you'll go over to the Brownstown Police Department to get fingerprinted and photographed. Do you understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Judge, do we want to get a future date?
Not until, yeah, we're gonna give you the new date. Is that gonna be the 22nd, Lisa?
Yes, at 8:30.
At 8:30? Okay, so you're gonna go down, again, get your notice, go over to probation across the hall, fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed. We're gonna give you a copy of your bond sheet down the hall. We're also going to give you order for prints, okay? Thank you very much. Good luck, Mr. Stroud.
I'll take it. Just wait out in the order, please. And then the address will be moved off, his Michigan address.
Yeah.
Taken care of.
Yeah, I voted on the file.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, folks. Well, with that having been completed, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us here today at TCF Live. I want to take this opportunity very quickly to thank Dan for letting me fill in for him today. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege. And I have really enjoyed it. Yeah, we had a few little technical hiccups there along the way. Because, of course, we do. Kind of a weird day on the court scene, but it was fun. And I really enjoyed doing this. And I hope you guys did too. I want to take this opportunity as well to thank Bailey, Ashley, Barbara, Mama Joan, and everybody else in the chat for being so nice and kind and patient and all of that. It means a lot. So I really do appreciate that. It's been an honor to fill in. Now, one more thing here before I go. If you want to check out what I'm up to over on the other side of YouTube in the weather world, you can find me over there at my channel, Michael Groff, the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. Yes, it's kind of niche content, but it's exciting content, especially right now with some inclement weather coming our way later this week. So that's fun. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Dan will be back here tomorrow morning, and hope you had fun. Good night, everybody.